in this, team v team brawl. Oh, watch live now. Sickness videos.
This is
Zach,
is it
you've
live?
got it is the gathering of the group. Just a heads up.
All right. What do we call this one?
Lisa suggested poopy shit bonkers.
I didn't say
Realistically, where it's going to end up on Michael's channel, I'd probably put proficiency bonus in it and just leave it at that for now.
Well, this one right here will go on to once I stop the streaming, it'll go on to mine.
Oh, okay.
So I just have to.
This is episode 9 now tonight, right?
Yeah, we did 7 8 last week.
7 8.
Oh, scavenging. Go. Fucking.
And Michael, you're gonna be doing You're recording that. You're gonna put that one up, right?
Shit, done.
Or,
Yeah, I'm recording the DM view.
You want me to record too?
If you want to, yeah, go ahead. Just in case something happens. I got 2 monitors tonight, so I'm gonna try this.
Oh man, moving up in the world.
Well, it's a cheap old TV,
That's
so
exactly what I said.
I don't really like the fact that I can't get, like, it's almost like I can't get it in full widescreen format.
Are you saying the dimensions are off?
The dimensions are off.
Yeah,
and
you have to
I
go
can't-
into your settings and change it.
I tried, and there's no way, like, it won't let me change it. I don't know if the TV's actually even capable of doing it. So, I'm just gonna have to tough it out for right now until I get something better.
You have to go to your resolution settings and stuff like that.
Well, I only have one place where I can do that. I go to displays.
I don't do it that way because it doesn't that way doesn't work. Do you have like NVIDIA or something?
I got a Mac, remember?
Do Macs not use NVIDIA software?
I don't have. I mean, the only way I can get into my display settings is by clicking into my system preferences and going to display to rearrange the displays.
It's more of like a graphics thing. It's because like I have like the NVIDIA GeForce Experience thing that I can do my stuff at.
Right, but his is going to be completely different where it's a Mac Zach.
Well, it's a software, so I figured that because you use, if you have like a NVIDIA video card, you use NVIDIA settings. I don't know what video card he runs or stuff like that.
Yeah, but wouldn't I be able to get my video settings from my displays and my system preferences?
You do, but it's nowhere near as good. Because like with mine, I can actually all I have to do is I can actually just go to my second screen, and I just hit the arrows until it fits the screen perfectly. Which with the display settings, you can't do that at all, which doesn't work for me.
Well, I just what I did was on my overlay is I just put my nice picture of Helmer in there just to fill the gap. So we'll sport Helmer tonight, and then next week I'll throw in like Alex or Fora, since those are the 2 images that I've got from Lisa so far.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying.
Well, maybe after tonight I'll be able to throw that one in a Rolo too.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Up your nose, I don't know if I'd go that far. Like, ring around the nose hole, I'm down with that, but I've never shoved it up my nose.
Well, I'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we ready to record, Alex?
Sure.
Alex praying to Apollo to get this thing to work. Hopefully it works.
I have started recording.
All right, here we go. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. We're so glad that you're tuning in to watch another exciting episode here with Proficiency Bonus. We're glad that you're joining us and tuned into the YouTube channel. And those of you that are watching live on, I believe it's Sickness Videos, thank you guys for tuning in. Tonight we embark upon episode 9 of our adventure here in the Storm King's Thunder campaign, and we've had an exciting adventure last time. One of you want to step in and go ahead and do the recap from last time?
Sure, why not?
I should have queued up the crickets, man. Should have had them ready to go.
Hey, I would do it, but like I am seriously. Sorry.
Go ahead, you take it, Zach.
So, we woke up on a fine morning in the middle of the marshes, and we were traveling. Let's see. It was after the first ambush giants fight. So we were traveling through the forest, and we came across an open field with tiki totems, kind of thing. And we were looking around, and Alex caught something in the distance on the outskirts of the open valley or whatever, little open plain area. And there was a bunch of people it looked like they were setting up an ambush, so we devised 2 plans. Helmer wanted to just run in and cause a big scene, see if he can draw their fire, whereas Alex wanted to take the more stealthy approach and split the party and go around and get the surprise both sides in that. Party took a vote. They chose Alex's plan. And so we went ahead and did that. And there was a little added competition to the fight that Nemu unfairly won because she can cast Fireball.
Don't make bets you can't win. That's all I can say.
Next time you'll just be on my team.
Ah,
Always choose the person with AoE on your team.
Next time Alex decides to murder a poor innocent group of hunters looking for food for widowed women and orphaned children.
kind of how it feels, right?
So after he took care of the fight, Helmer, now able to, out of his rage, studied the bodies and found that they were just a hunting party for a giant slain barbarian tribe. So not really sure how that's going to go for the group. Probably a mistake, but Alex didn't think that far ahead, and neither did anybody else.
Nah.
So we, through some pretty good rolls through survival, we ended up making a 6-day journey through the marshes into a 4-day journey. Made it to the outskirts of Collinghorn, where we saw billows of smoke coming out from where the city was, and when we got close to the city, there was fire giants, fire elementals, and a curious frost giant. And during the battle, right at the start, Alex got rid of one of the fire giants and kept him there for about a minute, while the rest of the group.
And how did you go about getting rid of him for the viewers?
I cast a 4th level banishment spell, and the giant failed his charisma save.
So many.
So while during the fight, there was a frost giant there that was protecting the townspeople, and unfortunately, a group member, Rollo, is dead set against killing all giants, and the worst of all giants is a frost giant nonetheless. So he went ahead and walked up to the frost giant and went to town on him. Little did he know that the frost giant can also play the same game, and took a good chunk out of Rollo as well. But after that, the frost giant escaped. The rest of the group finished up the fire elementals and the fire giants, and a random unicorn appeared thanks to Nemu's wild magic, so we've got that to deal with, and Rollo and Helmer are currently on their way chasing after the frost giant. Helmer on fire for about what, a full minute and a half right about now.
Give or take, something like that, yeah.
Just loving every minute of it, apparently. And that's where we are. The group has this. Helmer and Roller are going after the frost giant. Nemi wants to talk to the unicorn. Alex is confused which way to go because the frost giant seemed like an ally and he'd hate to lose him.
Well, excellent, Zach. Thank you so much for leading our recap. I would love to give you DM inspiration, but you still haven't used it.
It's for chums.
So that was awesome. Yeah, we're just picking up now with the with all the heroes. They just finished taking care of the fire giant threat and fire elemental threat that seemed to be coming upon Calling Horns. But Rolo and Helmer, who is currently still on fire from one of the fire elementals, are in hot pursuit of the frost giant who appeared to be defending some of the townsfolk, and was kind of shocked at first when the human barbarian Rolo came up and just started wailing on him with his maul, and raging sporadically with lightning bolts just striking all around the frost giant. So yeah, that's where we pick up.
All right.
Nemu, you're standing right next to an awkward unicorn that is just kind of looking around and flapping its tail from side to side.
I'm gonna walk over.
Alex, I need you to speak to this thing.
What? I'll just in common. I'll look at the unicorn. Hello?
The unicorn just turns its head to the side a little bit.
You said speaks Elvish, right?
I do speak Elvish.
The unicorn speaks Elvish, right? Michael?
Hmm?
The unicorn speaks Elvish, right?
I
think you said?
don't think the unicorn speaks Elvish. Oh, what?
I thought you said it spoke
I am wrong.
Celestial. Yes! I turned to Alex. This thing speaks in tongues I can't understand, and I don't know what it wants. But it's just kind of staring at me. It's making me really uncomfortable. I need you to take care of it.
I'm gonna say hello to it in common, Elvish, and Draconic. See if I get a response.
Okay,
I understand the Draconic.
after you say hello, the unicorn just stares at you, Alex, and says in Elvish, "Hello."
Is it a man?
It's a man. He's a manly man.
Oh my god.
Pretty much, should we be going after those guys?
I'll in Elvish, do you mind letting me and the small cat over there ride you after our friends? We kind of need to catch up to them, and we're not very quick. Do you mind lending us a hand? I'd gladly give you some berries and rations that I've found along the way.
I'm still rather confused on how I got here. Who are you?
I'm also very confused as well. A unicorn just randomly popped up during the middle of a battle, so my name's Alex Carmine, and this is Nemu. You just kind of appeared here, but now that you're here, would you like to help the cause?
He kind of looks down at Nemu and then looks over at you and sees almost like a giddy expression on Nemu's face as he looks down at Nemu and looks back at you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Ooh, are you sure not animal handling?
You should get disadvantage just for asking.
A unicorn is a very intelligent creature. It's not so much an animal.
No modifier!
Really? I guess I could take you a little way. Oh, where are we going anyway?
We're just.
I've never seen this place. He's just looking all around.
By the way, Nemu is jumping up and down with both her paws in front of her. She just looks really giddy because she has no idea what they're saying, but she's like, ooh.
I'm going to start climbing up onto the unicorn's back and kind of Nemu. It's gonna take us. It's gonna give us a ride over to where the rest of the group is running off to, and then Elvish will. Well, I'm not really sure. Our party members just ran over there. I'll tell you where we are along the way and maybe tell you how to get back home.
It smells like something's burning.
I kind
What
of
is
point.
that?
I kind of point down to the fire giant. Yeah, this place isn't very safe, so I'm trying to get you out of this unsafe area. It's a little safer now that we've taken care of them, but I don't know how safe this is.
Some of your armor is digging into my back. Can you?
I'll pull out my empty backpack and put it down, and then get on top of the backpack. Is that any better?
That's better. This is. I don't know. I'm not used to having people on my back.
I understand.
It's almost kind of embarrassing.
Alex!
Alex!
Ask him if I can get this horn.
God.
Can I make a nature? Never mind. I have a negative in nature. What kind of roll can I make in order to see if I know how precious a unicorn horn is?
You can make. Just go ahead and make a perception check, probably. I don't know.
It's probably nature.
That's a catch.
Like-
Celestial.
like I guess what do you mean by precious a unicorn horn is? You know, like
to a
It wasn't
unicorn, how precious is their horn to them, kind of thing? Like, are they no one can touch it, or stay away, or are they just kind of?
well,
At this
It's-
point, by the way,
it's-
Nemu is like wide-eyed and like kind of reaching toward it.
well, the horn is the ultimate unique thing about the unicorn. You know, without the horn, you know, it's a celestial horse. So the unicorn's
Pegasus.
horns basically is the focus of his power. You know, basically the divine magic. There's just divine magic like spiraling in this ivory horn that comes out of their head. So yes, you can tell that this is probably the most sacred special thing about this creature.
I'm gonna like grab Nebu's paw and like slowly bring it back. Like, let's just wait. Let's just. He's very worried and confused right now, and you might spook him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna try. I assume hopefully during this time we're kind of like making our way over towards Rollo and Helmer.
Yes.
And I'm just kind of
Okay.
guiding the unicorn and Elvish. I'm not gonna like pull the hair or anything, but I'm gonna like point and straight ahead or take a left kind of thing.
You two might want to hold on.
Oh, can
idea.
we grab onto your hair kind of tight?
Just don't pull it.
I'll try not to. I have Nemu in front of me in that, so I'll kind of hold on to her with one hand and then hold on to like the mane with the other.
Okay, you guys are successfully riding on the back of a unicorn
Are we just following like Cloud
through the
and
local forest, following the smoke that billows off of Helmer.
Just out of curiosity, how long did that conversation take? How far, with me and Rollo dashing, are we ahead of them?
I don't know. How long did that conversation take?
I
It
don't
says
think it
I've
took
been
very long.
recording for about 14 minutes.
Well,
So.
hopefully not that long.
But the recap was probably half of that. So.
I mean,
maybe-
with the unicorn double dashing, because the unicorn probably has 60, so they're doing 120. Helmer's only doing like what 70.
70, but let's be generous and say that conversation took a minute.
Okay.
So even with that, with you guys doing that, at 70 rounds, that's seven. We're already 700 feet ahead for Helmer.
Plenty.
And,
We'll make this up easy.
Don't you think Helmer running would realize that he was getting burnt pretty bad and eventually put out the flames?
Well, yeah, probably. Now that I'm thinking about it. Well, let's see.
Also, speaking of, is Nemu still super hot?
Nemo, you are a little bit, but you can feel that energy is starting to suppress, so it's not so bad now.
Okay. Oh. 23 over 10 rounds. Yeah, at this point, after running 7, because that'd be 10 rounds for the minute, 700 feet. Yeah, at the end of 700 feet, Helmer's starting to get a little tired. He's losing Rolo a little bit because Rolo's Rolo's about 100 feet in front of him. You're 40, right, JJ?
That's right.
Yeah, so at this point, Rolo's 100 feet ahead of him. Yeah, at this point he's been running for another minute and just starts going, this is really starting to hurt, and yeah, he's going to put out the fire.
Okay. So Helmer's able to kind of stop, drop, and roll as he's running a little bit, kind of doing these like little front flips, putting out all the flames, and the smoke is just kind of billowing off of your. I guess what does Helmer wear? Like just. Does he wear like hide armor or?
Not even hide. It's really. It's just sort of like
a tunic.
I guess it's almost like a kilt type thing.
Okay.
One strap over the shoulder, sort of like a cross between a kilt and Andre the Giant back in the day.
Nice. It's got some holes in it now, though, Helmer.
You sure it's just not gone?
It's more like a loincloth right now.
He's been on fire for 2 whole minutes. This man's like blackened.
Yeah, he's got some pretty bad burns all over his body, but he was able because of his rage. He was able to just kind of push through it. Some of his long hair and beard is singed up a little bit as well.
Missing a clump of hair on the side of his head.
Yeah. He's definitely feeling it. Yeah, you guys should be buying new clothes each town you go to. It's almost like every time. So, moving on ahead, a little bit ahead of Helmer, Rolo, you kind of pass through a little bit of a thick area of brush before coming through and opening up to where you can see a bit of the small village of Callinghorns. Callinghorns being the inn that's on top of this hill that has a few trees on it. Down at the base of the hill, though, there are several wooden buildings that you guys have remembered from before. A couple of those buildings are actually on fire. Presumably were set ablaze by the fire elementals that you guys just have done away with the fire giants through that attack. As you kind of come out of the clearing, Rolo, you don't notice anyone just yet, but you do hear this low sound, and actually speaks to you in common, and you can hear him. You can hear this voice say to you, "Still hunting Reagan, aren't you?"
Upon that, I immediately stop. And I look around to see where this voice is coming from.
You kind of take a look around a little bit, and you can see behind one of the larger trees to your right, the frost giant. It's kind of like hiding behind it a little bit, but has started to kind of peek out from behind the tree and look down towards you with a very serious expression on his face. He wears a large helm that looks to be made out of a dragon skull, and he is clad in this full plate armor, holding a very interesting looking great axe.
What did you say to me?
Just what I thought. I'm tired of resting in his shadow.
I grip my maul tightly with both hands. How do you know him?
I served alongside him for a short amount of time.
Rolly spits on the ground. Traitor.
We had a little bit of a friendly competition going on between each other. I know how you feel.
Where is he now?
I presume he's still residing near Waterdeep. He always wanted to put the defense of that city first. You knew this.
So you knew who I was before I attacked you.
I knew of you. I didn't know all about you. But I knew of you.
Do I see Tamerlane anywhere?
You don't see Tamlin.
Why are you here? Why are you protecting this village? Why shouldn't I cut you down right now?
Well, because I'm here to help. I'm tired of
Inside
these.
Inside
Okay.
check.
Go ahead. Yep, you can roll it. Oh yeah. You get the vibe that you haven't met too many of them, Rolo, but you know there are good aligned giants out there that do work well when it comes to what they consider the small folk. And you believe that this individual, even though he's very rigid and kind of short with words and pretty rugged, that he's being honest with you, and that he is doing the best he can to stop his giant counterparts from the messes that they're currently creating.
Rolly's not going to say anything. He's just going to like keep staring intently at this giant.
At that point, Helmer comes flying out of the woods behind you and almost runs into your back.
Quick, take a reaction to hit him.
Do it!
Someone in pain. Oh, you caught him. Is him?
This is him.
What are we waiting for then? Thought he was gonna have us a fight. Quick before Winebag comes up here and puts an end to it. Makes him vanish again like he did that other one I was gonna kill.
This may sound strange coming out of my mouth, but I believe he's here to help.
Elmer turns a charred, somewhat pained face towards Rollo. Not you two. Fine. Where can I get me something to drink?
That halfling seems rather strong for such a small one.
He seems rather something.
As the giant say that, Helmer will be looking at himself, sort of sniffing his armpits. It's just a little chaw. I mean, I don't smell that, but I took a bath a few days ago.
At this point, Cloud comes storming out of the woods at almost his full pace and almost slams into the back of both of you.
I'm gonna make sure to tell
Well-
Unicorn to ride with his head down then.
Oh,
If
sorry,
we're,
Helmer.
if we're so close to hitting each other, yeah, we'll just keep the unicorn horn straight down and hopefully we get somebody.
Sorry, Helmer. Didn't see you there.
No worries. Weren't you back with the others?
Yeah, but then there was they were coming after you with the unicorn, so I just decided to go ahead of them.
Wait, what? A unicorn?
Oh, yeah. My lady summoned a unicorn during the fight.
Shit, guys, we left all of our horses back at the original place.
I was gonna say, why are you riding a unicorn? We got horses, man.
None of you guys took the horses.
They're just back there grazing in the grass, you know, just like wandering around. Ambrosius scratching his ear, and then he goes and wets on a tree.
So Alex and Mimi are on a unicorn.
Yes.
So they're riding a unicorn. Rolo's making friends with giants. Are we sure I'm not drunk?
I mean, you might be. That would explain a lot. But it doesn't seem like it.
I'm just going to nod his head at that statement.
Where is Tamerlan?
She's safe. She's inside the inn.
With that, I'm heading right to the inn.
Okay, and at this point, a unicorn comes barreling out of the woods. Alex and Nemu, I both need you to make athletics checks for me.
It's gonna butt us off.
Alex is good.
Since I'm holding on to Nemu, does she get advantage?
So as the unicorn busts out of the woods, all of a sudden the unicorn goes and disappears from underneath you guys. And then you guys just go flying and rolling on the ground. Alex, you kind of do like a front flip and land kind of on your feet on one knee. Nemu, you land in a briar bush.
Any
Wait.
chance I can try to catch you? How close are they to him?
Real quick.
Yeah, can
I completely actually forgot. Hold up.
Yeah, if we're tumbling, I had an arm on Nemu, so I'll go ahead and take the brunt.
Oh, there you go. Well, you don't take any damage. You end up in a briar bush, but it seems like the thick purple coat that you wear has protected you from getting any jagged barbs like driven into your skin or anything. So you're kind of you're stuck in this bush right now, but you're not hurt or anything.
Alex will go over
Walk
and
over and help her get out of the bush.
yeah, Alex will too.
Okay.
Maybe
So
it's just
Helmer
like-
and Alex are just pulling her out.
Nibu probably is somewhat a little disturbed at the charred figure try to pull the branches apart.
I think Mimi is pretty used to tried figures.
It's true.
Fair enough.
All right.
After we get her out, Helma will look up at the giant. So, coming to the inn, I'll buy you a drink. Apparently we're all buddy-buddy now.
Well, I can go to the inn, but I might have to sit on the porch. I don't think I'm going to fit.
So, we'll go to the inn, I'll get us a couple of drinks and we'll bring it out.
Sounds good.
Alex just look at Nemu and Cloud. It's turned out better than I thought.
Mimir just kind of looks up at Rolla. You didn't kill the big one.
Rollo is gone. He's heading towards the inn.
Yeah,
Oh, my
Rolo's
bad.
pretty much, he's halfway up the hill already, heading towards Calling Horns Inn.
I'll say it to him when we see him.
Helma's walking using his sword, sort of like a cane, leaning on it a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to... Wish this was easier to do. You guys might have to make a quick pit stop there, real quick.
Is that
There we
Neverwinter?
go.
Or no, that's not Neverwinter.
Now we're in a swamp. Hey, now we're in an inn.
Oh my god, yes, we're finally here.
This music.
Yeah.
And Forrest come back to join us.
So you guys head back to Callinghorn's Inn, and as you enter, you notice that pretty much the majority of the townsfolk are crammed into this place. During the attack, it seems that most of the people ran out of their homes and headed for the high ground here at the inn. This seems like to be the best defensive position, and the patrolmen went out with Tamlin to see if they could thwart the efforts of the attack on Callinghorns. Unfortunately, most of them did not make it. They didn't survive. They couldn't defend against such a brutal attack against their small village. But you guys are here, and as you walk in, there's a bunch of people. Seem like they have worried expressions on their faces, but almost a lot of them have a sense of relief now that Tamlin is back, and she's kind of been able to calm them down since getting here. And Rolo, as you, I guess you would walk in first.
Can I say that Alex went back to get all the mounts to bring them to the inn?
Sure.
So he's not here yet.
Okay, sure. Alex is heading back through the woods where he came from to see if he can find all the mounts.
3 days later.
And as Rolo walks in, Tamlin kind of shoots you a pretty dirty look, Rolo, as you walk in.
I head straight for her and slam my maul down on the ground. What were you thinking, allying yourself with giants?
It wasn't my choice to ally with him. He came to save us. He allied with us. And what are you doing swinging that thing around at anything that just steps in your way?
All giants are a threat. Have you not seen the damage they have done around here?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Rolo, but when someone is helping, to go up there and just start wailing on his leg just seems a little outrageous.
I was helping to put him down.
And then what would have happened next, Rolo? With 3 fire giants bearing down on our whole town.
And all the fire giants are dead.
You know, this Callinghorns, this is my home. This is see all these people in here, Rolo? This is our refuge. This is our life. We stand to defend it, and we will ally ourselves with anyone who chooses to defend it and us.
Have the rest of us, besides Alex, caught up yet?
Yeah, you guys would be entering in.
Me and you would be
Seeing-
back to Cloud.
Oh, JJ must have dropped out. 'Cause he just sent me a message on Facebook cussing out his internet. He says Rolo, just after getting basically blessed out by Tamlin, is going to go storm off and sulk in the corner.
Okay, the most important question is, Helmer's coming up the hill. Does the area where he planted the seed look like it's been damaged by fire or anything?
No, it actually looks like it's quite healthy.
Okay.
Healthy and growing. For those of you that watching, there's our little seedling in honor of Leaf Green East, who passed at the hands of the fire giants in Tribor.
Least with us through everything we do.
All because we didn't have a cleric.
Should have waited for him.
So with that, as Helmer walks in, charred, the old person, sword clump, walking in. Seeing the woman there, calls out to Dylan to request 2 of the largest containers of alcohol the place has, one for him and one for the giant out front.
Well, we can definitely do that. Helmer, it's good to see you again.
Been a little worse for the wear at the moment, but nothing Oh, that's right. Eric. I disappeared again without healing anybody. What else is new?
Yeah, you don't look so hot.
Oh, that's a problem. I look very hot, actually. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Apparently we made friends with that big fella, so thought I might come in, get us some alcohol, and join him out on the porch. So 2 of the biggest tubs of the stuff you can give me.
All right, I'll have someone bring it to you right away. I apologize for being so hard on your friend Rollo. It just seemed like crazy antics to me. I mean,
Got to keep in mind we show up and there's a bunch of giants and a bunch of dead people. Everywhere we've gone, we've seen giants and they've been murdering people. His first thought is going to be kill the giants, save the people.
I understand
What he thought was the biggest threat and left the rest of them to us, knowing we could handle them.
But it's just very, very difficult. I mean, there's so many. We lost so many great men and women out there today.
Right, and when we showed up, all we saw was giants and your men dead. That giant could have very easily said something. But no, he waited for Rollo to run up and wind back with his maul, and instead of opening his mouth, took his axe down on top of him. That giant was equal parts in that whole situation there. It's real easy to come off yelling at Rollo, but if you're going to do that, you better yell at Big Boy too, because...
Well, all I know is he came in at a pivotal moment. So I could have been dead as well if it weren't for him.
Oh, and that may be true, and at this point, as I said, it's over and done with. But if people hadn't spoken, which they didn't in time in some cases, misunderstandings are going to happen. And when you're dealing with people like me and Rollo, we don't know what's going on. We're going to swing first, because it's what we do.
She kind of has a chuckle and looks at you, and everything. I kind of had a feeling. And at that point, I guess Nemu and Cloud will walk in as well.
And while that's going on, Helmer's going to take a nod and just tell Tamlin to send it out front. And he's going to go out front and join the biggin.
Okay. Nemu and Cloud, go ahead and walk in and...
Oh, Nemu's our aunt.
Yeah.
Well, Nemu would be riding on your shoulders.
Oh,
Nemu's,
okay.
Yeah, propped up on your shoulders.
Cloud just looks as happy as a clam.
I need some apple cider.
Tamlin looks at you and says, "Oh, yes, right away. We'll get you whatever you need. Whatever you need. Thank you once again for coming to our aid."
Not a problem, and I bow, and I make sure I keep Nemu on my shoulder.
Where the
Yeah,
fuck are
Nemu
these
doesn't
horses?
You're Silvery Moon. Have a nice trip back.
How did I get back here?
Nemu, you do notice that there doesn't seem to be anything on the wall yet. In the back corner. But Alex, eventually you're able to scrounge up. Go ahead and make a survival check for me, Alex.
Shit.
Grit.
You got this out.
It takes you a good hour, but you're finally able to find everybody's mounts. One of the horses were kind of separated by quite a bit of a distance because they were just off, just grazing in different areas. Ambrosius was a little difficult because he didn't really want to. He thought you were playing with him, so when you would go to get close to him, he'd start running off, and then he'd look back at you and wag his tail, and then you'd go back after him, and then he'd run again and jump over some downed trees and stuff like that, and then look at you and bark twice. And he seemed to be really having a good time playing a game with you.
After a while, I'd give up and like tie a piece of like jerky from rations onto like some rope and just kind of dangle it on the end of a horse. That way he follows.
Oh yeah, he came right up to it, and he kept getting frustrated because he would like get a little piece of it off, and then he would start chewing on it, and he realized it was already like 20 feet up ahead again, so he had to run up. Oh, Ambrosius is talking.
Yeah, I just when I get back, I'll just take them right into the stables, kind of thing.
Okay. So yeah, you get back without much of a problem. And actually, Alex, as you're headed to the porch, you notice that Helmer is actually sitting out there, just chugging some ale out of a very large wooden mug, and sitting kind of on the ground below the porch is this very large frost giant that's also got a very, like, basically a barrel of ale in his hand, and he's just kind of drinking out of it, and they look like they're just out there kind of just chatting.
I'll just kind of mutter to myself, "What a time to be alive." See shit every day.
He walks up the best. Oh, look, the healer showed up.
I'll wave.
Oh, you guys got a healer in your party, huh?
Helmer will just look at himself and look back up at the giant. Doesn't appear to be one. He goes back to the mug.
Get wrecked.
I had a healer in my party once. He was a great asset, but couldn't use a weapon worth a crap.
It's how healers roll.
Did that healer in your party like to attack walls?
I can't say walls.
The house likes to hit walls and castles and stuff. Doesn't hit people. Goes up and just starts banging on the wall like it's attacked him or something.
He had a large problem with the mace always slipping out of his hand in pivotal moments.
This one hasn't had that problem yet, but I'm assuming that's coming. He's getting a little up there in age.
I'm 20.
But don't you people only live to be like 30?
Jesus.
Yes, Rollo. Or Helmer. Rollo's on is he could collapse any day, and I'm right there behind him. I've got a couple months left.
Shoot, I mean these humans. Those short-winded, weak little things.
To amuse humor, I'm gonna start wheezing as I pull the horses into the stables.
Alex is looking right at you, Helmer, as he's doing this.
Just I'm gonna insight it just to see if he has any idea he's completely full of it.
Are you trying to be deceptive, Alex? Or okay?
Where the hell is insight? There we go.
You actually, well, Ambrosius thinks he's actually being.
Yeah, no, it says Ambrosius, but that's actually my roll. I've got a 1 on it, so that's accurate.
So yeah, you actually think he's being serious about struggling with the mounts.
Oh, that's why he's always riding the horse. I mean, look at that. He can't even move the thing on his own. So sad. Alright. Hey, barmaid. Need some more ale out here.
As you say that, you guys notice there's an individual running up towards Calling Horns. He seems to be holding a large, rectangular-shaped object in his hands that's covered with, looks like some type of piece of fabric. It looks like a very thin sheet. His medium-length hair is kind of thick hair, is like blowing in the wind a bit. Very mangy kind of looking guy. Has a white button-up shirt that's kind of halfway buttoned up. It kind of fruffles at the end of each sleeve. Was running, kind of almost running with this excited look on his face as he approaches up to the Calling Horns Inn.
Does he look threatening at all?
No. You recognize him as the artist that you guys had some dealing with here before. When
Oh,
he was
shit. He's
trying to
bringing the
get an
painting.
idea of the sketch of Rollo.
That's right, on the night of my shame.
I remember when I remember when Helmer knew how to drink.
Helmer's just gonna lose his face in his mug.
Damn.
So he approaches. He just kind of runs by you guys and heads through the front door. Nemu and Cloud, you guys see this guy run in. Very excited look on his face. He approaches Tamlin, and you guys can see that he's very flamboyant in his gestures as he's having this conversation with Tamlin on the other side of the bar.
And Ymir kind of like pokes Cloud and points over at the guy. Is that the guy that was doing Rollo's picture?
I'm not sure. He doesn't remind me of an apple.
Ymir just kind of gives him this look.
It's called a joke.
Oh, we're gonna call it joke, Cloud.
But yeah, so it's the guy who was doing the painting of Rollo.
Okay, Tamlin, you see the guy starts heading back towards the back corner table where all the other paintings are hung. Tamlin heads out with another server, and they come out with new mugs for both Helmer and the Frost Giant outside. As they come out, Tamlin looks at Alex, and I know I was hard on him, and I know he's having a really rough day, but the portrait has finally been completed, and we would like to see what Rollo thinks of his portrait that will be hung on the inside of this establishment. Would you mind, Alex, going to find him and seeing if he'll come join us?
Sure, I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Rollo! Rollo! Oh, Rollo.
Rollo, you start to hear your name being called off in the distance.
Alright, while I was away, what I would have been doing is I have 10 mushrooms
Okay.
in my bag. So I'm going to eat 4 of these mushrooms,
Okay.
and I'm going to have a sip of the Skull Bungle alcohol that I got last time I was here.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Ooh,
Jesus.
fantastic. Let me look at something.
It's all right. I've got lesser restoration ready just in case you.
Go a little.
This ain't a little.
Just in case this is some like bath salt shit.
What did you say it was called again?
Skull Bungle.
Skull Bungle. Let me see if I can find it. That was so long ago. Skull.
If you want, I found it.
What number
If
is
you
it?
look at the list, it's a 97.
No, ooh, that would have taken me forever to get there. Okay, so yeah, you pop out this jet black liquid It seems to have this red sparkling highlights in it. Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Fail.
Okay. Yeah, you take a big swig of this stuff, and it's really strong. But hold on a second. You can actually when you're drinking it, you can taste the it almost enhances the taste of the mushrooms that you've had. But you seem to be able to withstand any effects from the actual alcohol, and it actually makes you feel pretty good. It uplifts your spirits a bit after basically being chewed out by the owner of this tavern. It felt really good.
Fantastic.
Rolo.
I turn around with the bottle in my hand and like a little bit of mushroom sticking out the corner of my mouth.
Hey, what's up?
Just having some well-earned alone time.
Well, prepare for that to be ruined, because your portrait's in. They want you to
Fuck.
come take a look at it. You and all your just great glory.
Yes.
Fine. We'll come back.
By the way, is it already up for us who are at the tavern?
Well, he's hanging it up currently, but he still has the sheet over top of it. He hasn't revealed.
Mimi was just like staring and all excited.
So as he's hanging this up on the wall, you can tell Nemu and Cloud and everybody's in awe because this is a much bigger piece than is up on the wall currently. A lot of the other ones are just like simple busts and just facial portraits of these individuals who were able to withstand the lizard spit challenge. But this one is much larger. It takes up the majority of it's probably about 5 foot tall. Like it's not completely life size because he was unable to get an actual piece of canvas that was actually life size for Rolo. But it would have taken up too much of the wall that they wouldn't have been able to hang it up because Rolo's so big. So he made it so that Rolo would be a little bit smaller, but he still fits on this very large canvas that he's hanging up there. But he can see the anticipation in your eyes, and he's like, oh, I know, I'm so excited myself. This is gonna be outstanding.
Cloud next to her can hear her little paws clapping together. It's like, yes.
This is you must be very quiet about this, but this is the greatest piece that I've ever done. Ever.
I'm so happy for you.
This is going to put me on the map of stardom all around the north. People will seek me to do their family portraits. I will get to paint epic heroes all across the land. I'm so excited.
As he's saying this, I'm talking to Rolo. Look, now if it isn't good, go easy on him, all right? Just it's what this guy does for a living. If it's bad, just say it's good anyways, all right?
I cannot
Yeah,
promise
thanks.
anything.
Oh.
You saw how fragile he was and everything. If you crushed his spirits on this, I don't think he'd have the will to go on anymore.
That is fine.
Yeah, that's about right.
And as we say that, I figure that me and Rolo are like coming through the front door just now.
Yeah.
And as you guys kind of open the door,
Yeah.
Helmer, you can also hear
Yeah.
there's quite a bit of commotion going on the inside. Seems like people are gathered around and very excited.
I'm gonna look up at the big man. It seems like something's going on in there, and they're pulling all of us in for something. So, I'll be back shortly. Don't drink too much without me.
I can't promise that. And he chugs another sip.
Not bad. Helmer will follow the collective heads of Knuckle in.
Alright. As all of you, yeah, very nice. Rolo passes the giant without breaking eye contact, slams the door open to the tavern. You guys walk in, and you guys can see that the majority of the people are crowded around this corner back there where Nemu and Cloud are, sitting at that corner table where you guys had your breakfast. Probably a better part of like a week and a half ago, maybe almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
probably
Yeah,
a week.
It took us 6 days to get just from Zymorvan
Yeah.
Hall to here.
Nah, it
so-
took us 4 days because me and Nemu crit on survival.
And all that time spent in Silvery Moon, I reckon it's been
Yeah.
over a week.
It's been quite a bit of time, but you can see that everybody's gathered around, and there is what looks to be a very large canvas being hung up with a white sheet still covering over it. The artist is kind of brushing some dust off of the sheet as he's finished up painting it, and just has this glow about him that he's just has this aura of joy and excitement just surrounding him.
We didn't
He
even
turns
spend one
around.
day in Silvery Moon. Because as soon as we got there, the meeting was the same day, and then we left right away.
Then it took you about 3 or 4 days to get to Zymorvan Hall.
Yeah. So it's been about
It's about 4.
it's been about a week or so.
So the artist he seems to have the painting in place up on the wall, and he turns around and he looks at everybody, and he kind of changes his expression to a more serious, and he lifts up his chin and puts his nose in the air sort of, and he looks at everybody with partially squinted eyes and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy that you are all gathered here today under such unfortunate circumstances, but I come to bring you all joy. Fantastic joy, as I unveil the recent portrait of our most recent Lizard Spit Challenge winner." and everybody sort of looks to Rolo, who's kind of back, and you can hear some applause starts to break out as they clap for Rolo, and you hear a bunch of people like whispering, "Oh yeah, I wonder if he's gonna do a Lizard Spit Challenge again. Oh, that'd be exciting. We haven't had that kind of excitement here in a few days." that guy that came after him a couple days, man, we had to. Yeah, it wasn't so good. So you can just kind of hear those murmurs around the crowd, and the man tries to get everybody's attention, hushing them by kind of snapping his fingers a little bit in the air. Just, focus, attention up here, please. Attention up here. I just want to thank everyone who believed in me, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do this wonderful masterpiece of such an incredible hero, as such an incredible individual. And I believe that this painting, this piece of artwork will put myself on the map. I'm so excited. And he starts to walk over to the sheet, and he grabs a hold of it, and he looks back at everybody with anticipation and a smile on his face. Looks towards Rolo, makes eye contact with Rolo, and kind of gives Rolo a wink and a smile.
He's just
And
looking
then-
at him blankly.
and then very quickly, he yanks the sheet off of the portrait to reveal
Oh shit.
the painting underneath.
Where are we looking?
I'm
reveal
so amazed.
the
My
painting.
eyes are like
Oh my
blinded.
god, I can't see anything.
It's in the top left-hand corner.
The screen's all black for us.
Yeah.
Remove fog of war.
It shouldn't
Or
be
disable,
on.
whatchamacallit, dynamic lighting.
It shouldn't. Oh yeah. Sorry. How's that?
Nemia's ears like lower. She's like, oh.
I look at Rolo. I just go, oh.
So he's just standing there holding the sheet high in the air with one hand to the side, and there's like almost like a gasp among the crowd at first, but then some of them just start applauding loudly.
That's fantastic.
That better be Rolo's new token.
No, I'm making his token.
No, for now this needs to be his token. I'm just staring at Rolo, just looking to see what he's doing. I'm just.
Nemia's kind of doing the thing, like she kind of looks back at him and goes, "Ta-da!"
Rolly's standing there, and as the picture gets revealed, it takes a few seconds to kind of mull it over, and you see his left eye just twitch, and a vein appear, a big vein appear in his neck.
Well, while this is going on, Helmer will take a couple of walks over again, still sort of leaning on the sword, almost like a cane. Come up beside him, look at the picture a little bit, and look over at Rollo, and sort of lean so he can look up at his face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really think they got your hatred in your eyes right. Wait, why don't you take off your floppy ears? I don't remember them being on you.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth right on top of Rolo.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's music.
Rolo, you need to make a charisma saving throw.
All right.
Technically, does it only affect him, or does that mean everyone within 60 feet of him?
Everyone within 5 feet or 15 feet of him.
Okay, that means.
So that means Helmer would have to. Yeah, Helmer was right next to him.
Okay, charisma save.
You fail.
That's right, I still have advantage on from when I was doing all the attacks.
Actually, I'm pretty close too. I think I just affected myself. Hang on. I didn't even save against my own spell.
So Robert, Helmer, and Alex are now under zone.
we can't deliberately tell a lie. We can not say anything, but we can't lie, kind of thing.
And we're aware that the spell has affected us.
No, only I'm aware.
An affected creature is aware of the spell.
Oh.
An affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
By that, would Helmer know where he's had this cast on him by Alex before? Would Helmer have the common sense to realize it was probably Alex who did this?
You're 5 feet from me, and I visually did it right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's verbal, and he had to do some sort of hand motions to cast it. So
Just head over to look at Alex.
So
You really need to do that.
yes,
he kind of waved his hands like these are not the droids you're looking for, kind of thing.
and I look at Rolo. Rolo, how are you feeling, man?
Where is the artist?
That's how you feeling, man? What are your thoughts on the painting?
The artist has a couple women that are kind of getting really close to him, and he looks like he's got this huge smile on his face, like he hasn't had this kind of attention ever in his life.
I shoot a glare towards the artist, and I say, "Can we talk outside?"
He's smiling, but he kind of looks a little concerned behind the smile. But noticing that he's got like these two women like kind of nuzzled up close to him, kind of like just one's like has her hand around his shoulder and is kind of like rubbing the top part of his chest where his shirt's been unbuttoned. He's like, in between the teeth of his smile, he's kind of like, yes. And he looks to the ladies like, if I say no, they're gonna think I'm a wuss. So,
Elmer's gonna look at Rolo. You're gonna do what I think you're gonna do, aren't you?
Can't lie. Can't lie.
Yes.
so
Elmer's gonna walk out and go out onto the front porch in front of Rolo.
Alex is gonna go out with him.
So the artist is like dragging this big sheet behind him as he's walking out. He's smiling. He turns around to the ladies that were to him, and he starts like kind of like waving to him and smiling to him, just casting a wink towards them. And then as soon as he turns away from him, his eyes get kind of wide as he's still struggling to hold the smile. As he realizes he's walking outside with Rolo and Helmer and Alex, he's enormous adventures compared to him. He walks out the door with you guys.
As soon as he's out of the door, I grab him by the scruff of the neck and throw him
Okay.
up against the wall.
Make a contested check because he's going to try to run.
What do you want me to do?
I guess it would be probably for you it'd be athletics. For him, since he's running, it'll probably be a acrobatics or dex check for him. I just have to find the right character to use. There it is.
That's gonna be tough to beat.
What did he end up rolling?
23.
23.
Oh boy, I don't think it's even possible.
Natural 20. Oh.
Or a 7.
Yeah, he tries to take off, but Rolo just reaches out and grabs a hold of him and just yanks him back.
Right before they're about to talk,
What are you doing?
I cast silence right where they are.
No sound can be created.
So all we're gonna see is Rolo yelling at this guy, just really, really pissed.
Well, no sound can be created within or pass through. So yeah, Rolo's gonna be like sitting there flipping out on him, and he's not even gonna be able to hear him. So- All right, so Rolo, what are you saying to this guy?
What the fuck was that in there? Nothing like me!
He's looking at you very
poor
oddly
thing.
because you're just.
If you were any bigger, I would have my fist through your face!
Elmer is just looking at him with probably the same look as I can see the veins threatening to rip out of his neck. But can't
Amy
see-
like pokes her head out and then slowly just goes back into the bar.
Yeah, Nemu, you can see like him flipping out, but you can't hear a thing. It's odd.
Yeah,
His
it's kind of
eyes
watch
just,
just
like,
slowly goes back
Pinned
in.
against the wall, and like his legs are dangling in the air. Like I have him lifted up, pinned against this wall.
Yeah, you can see that he's trying to say something back to you, Rolo. Very frightenedly, but
He's so
can't
scared he
hear a word
can't
he's
talk
saying.
to you.
We
And at
can't
that
hear
point-
you, Alex.
I know.
Rolo, go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
He peed himself.
Yeah, you start to notice a little puddle forming on the ground. As this warm liquid seems to be seeping out. It's the bottom of his pant leg.
Elmer's gonna
I send
walk.
I send a left fist flying, like not at him, but like right beside his head to just like scare him even more, like into the wall of the tavern.
Oh yeah. He you can see as the fist comes by his head, he squints and like scrunches up his shoulders like really tight, like preparing for impact that never came.
Helmer's gonna walk up and try to like getting sort of in between the two of them, start trying to push Rolo back away from the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the silence and be like, all right, Rolo, you scared the piss out of him. I think
All right.
I think
As
he
soon as you drop the
understands.
silence, Rollo's like, "I'll fucking kill you!"
Alex just looks at the artist. Oh.
Oh.
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Oh my gosh! Don't hurt me!
Oh, maybe I should have
He's
kept
just
it up.
He's almost in a full-fledged cry now. Dark spot of just running down his pant leg.
I don't have calm emotions prepared today.
Nimi,
Helmer's still gonna try to get Rolo away from him.
Nimi just
Okay.
pokes her head out the door again. She goes, "Looks like it's going great. Everyone loves it. Yay!"
Yay! Seems like everybody loves it except for Rolo.
Yay!
Rolo, are you contesting Helmer trying to get you away from this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and make. I guess it'd be contested athletics.
I'm gonna assist Helmer.
Oh, okay. So Helmer, you have advantage. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be tough.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I can't hit it even if I crit.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Oh. Yeah.
Even with that, I wouldn't be able. Even with the natural 20, I'd hit a 26, and there would be an impasse.
Rolo just seems to shrug both of you guys off and is still in this guy's face.
I don't.
I'm still like constantly berating him, and
I was just painting what I saw. It was it was true beauty. I was just painting the masterpiece.
I'm gonna look at Helmer. I can cast Speak with Dead, so I mean we could talk to that artist after he's dead.
Helmer looks at Alex, and what good does that do us?
all right. So
We need somebody who can make images appear out of thin air. You know, sort of like you seem capable of doing.
I've never been able to make images appear out of thin air. I don't. When did you ever?
Not work.
Huh?
At this, Nimi literally just creeps back before anybody fucking notices.
You make sound not work. You make people tell the truth. You can do all sorts of weird things.
You know what? And I can do all that. I cannot make a weird image.
How does
while they're
Ro-
talking about this, I throw my head back and headbutt the guy like right in the neck.
As soon as when he throws back his head, I like reach up and like grab onto his head to see if I can soften the blow or like stop him.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. Go ahead, Rolo, contest this as you're trying to.
This is King Grappler. He can stop anything.
Shit!
Oh, except for that.
I'm not trying to grapple. That's what I should do. I'm gonna grab. I'll have to grapple him. I'll have to break it all out.
Yeah, Rolo's face just slams into the artist's rather large nose, and he puts a cut like right atop the bridge of his nose, and blood starts to kind of run down the tip of his nose and just drip off the end.
After that, I let go and let him just like fall into a pile on the ground.
Yeah, he falls into the puddle of his own piss.
And
Ew.
I'm writing on the back of Rolo, and while I'm back there, I cast Bless on me and Helmer.
While this is happening, Helmer doesn't do anything like that. He looks at Ron and says, "Don't you think it's strange how Alex is so adamant about us not hearing him?"
What do you mean? I dropped it.
Alex is the one who made him see it.
I made him look all glowy. Rolo knows that.
Well, yeah, so you're all glowy, and
Remember, Helmer, you can't tell a lie still.
we're well without that range. We are outside now.
You're affected. It's happened. It's gonna last for 10 minutes on us.
Yeah, can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Aw.
We're outside now, so Helmer's free to do whatever. He looks at her. No, Alex told you he was going to make you all shiny. What's to say he didn't give you ears and a weird bra too?
I look at Helmer. I look at Rolo. I can only concentrate on one thing at a time. I made you glow.
He changed your appearance.
I'm not concentrating on like whatever the two of you are saying. I'm just like looming over this guy, like staring down at him.
I'm still on Rolo's back. I'm gonna try and like scoot over, like crawl on his back to where I have like both of his arms. Like my legs have one of his arms, and my arms got the other ones of his arms. I'm gonna try.
It's like Alex has got this awkward. He's like hanging on the back of Rolo with both arms around his shoulders. He's got his legs wrapped around his waist. It just looks like he's just.
Yeah,
like Rolo's currently wearing him like a backpack.
I'm gonna switch it to where now my legs are gonna wrap around like his left arm, and my hand and I'm gonna use my arms to wrap around his right arm and try and grapple him this way.
Okay.
Shit! I get a D4. Shit!
Wow.
Go ahead, Rolo.
I think I need a 2 to beat this.
Crit fail, crit fail, crit fail. Shit!
Oh yeah. It really, Rolo, you could just kind of walk around with Alex on your back and do whatever you wanted to do, and then you wouldn't have any problem doing it.
I look at Helmer and Nemu. It's because he's not a threat to me.
Nemi's already inside. She's literally like, she's got her little collar up and has her hat down so nobody can see her, and she's just hiding next to Cloud.
As I'm standing over the artist, I look at him and I'm saying, "Let this serve as a warning to you. You will never paint again."
As Rolo's speaking, I'm moving my fingers across his lips like, "You will never ever paint in this town ever again."
Yes. You
will never paint again.
That is awesome.
Come on, Rolo, you can crush this guy. Just let him go.
Nemu
That's a
and
good idea.
Cloud.
I will paint this guy.
Nemu and Cloud, you both start to notice that some commotion has started erupting from this center of the radius in which Alex casts Zone of Truth. It seemed that a couple people in the bar were not happy with one another, and because of the Zone of Truth, it's finally been brought to their attention. So these two guys are kind of like getting up in each other's faces, talking about how one had slept with the other one's wife, and they're being 100% honest with one another about how they feel about each other.
Maybe I looked down Nemo. Should I go stop that? Or
No.
tell Alex?
Nemi doesn't even speak. She just shakes her head no, and you can see it move in the little coat, like her little hiding.
Can Helmer hear this outside?
Yeah, you hear something like, "She said she had it best with me."
I turn Rolo's head that way he can look into the bar. You hear that? We're about to see a bar fight. Let's get in here.
With that, Helmer's going to look down at his fist, hit his fist together, and say, "I ain't doing any good out here. Time to go get into a bar fight."
What's the giant doing? Is he still sitting on the porch?
Yeah, he was kind of like just watching that whole thing take place, kind of like smirking, and just like drinking his ale.
You will be next if you don't get that stupid shit-eating grin off of your face.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
While I'm wrapped around his legs and his arms, I like move my head back so I can see the giant. You want to help, bud?
This is the most entertainment I've had in a while.
Ah, you're one of those types of people.
You guys are exactly what I was looking for to help me.
Did
Oh
Rob
man.
do that to the giant before Helmer made it in the door?
Helmer, you were probably already in there as you heard that the conversation. You heard bar fight. You ran in.
I'm gonna look at Rolo. Hey, let's go inside.
Take me inside.
You're so tall. If I let go now, it might hurt if I fell.
As you guys all walk in, you notice Tamlin gets in the middle of these two guys, and she looks at the one guy. She's like, "Now, Nigel, everybody knows that your wife gets around."
Oh,
Oh my god!
oh,
And then turns around and looks at the other guy. It's like, now, Joseph, keep those harsh words to yourself. My goodness, you're letting Aaron out all this dirty laundry in the place. My goodness. You're always so rigid, never thinking about other people's feelings.
Holy sh-
This is the best spell in D&D.
What do you mean? She does not get around. She's my love.
Apparently not.
So they just kind of continue to bicker back and forth between Tamlin, and Tamlin seems to be just as true to them as as they are to one another.
Rolo wants to find his wife.
Hey, I want to see if the rumors are true.
You could make a.
I'm just joking.
Well, you already have somebody on your back for the evening. One's enough for you.
I need
So-
someone underneath me.
I
And
can't help you there.
you see Tamlin start to drag these two guys. She drags them towards the door, and it's almost like instantaneously once they get to like the hallway, the mud room, they almost like seems like they're just really confused about what is taking place. They're really mad at each other, and just all that honesty, and then there's like one guy just can't believe that he said some of the stuff that he said. Like you can see that expression of regret on his face.
Nina
they-
just mutters over, you know you meant it.
And you kind of see him kind of do one of those, like his eyebrows kind of get big for a second, kind of like a little shrug, kind of like he's thinking, well, it was pretty good. All right. So, what is it that you guys would like to do at this point?
Probably get Alex off my back.
Yeah, Alex is still
Shit.
riding on your back.
Hi, Rolo.
I've already sat down and I'm just looking at the painting, like just staring at it. And then I realized, oh shit, Alex is still on my back.
Yeah, I ain't letting go. You have to contest my strength now. I don't have to contest yours.
Alright, let's do it.
Shit.
I kind of flex my muscles to try and push Alex off my back.
Shit. I get a D4 still.
Definitely need.
Yes! We tied! You thought you could get rid of me that quickly, did you, Rolo?
Yeah. Alex is still on your back.
Can I make a check to try to bolt on Alex off of him? Like, I wouldn't jump off a bar or a table and try to grab Alex's head to get him off the back of Rolo.
How do we go from
Okay.
fighting giants to...
See, what's about to happen is I'm going to be on Rolo's back, and Helmer's going to be on mine.
Go ahead, Helmer. Let's see what you do.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling? Straight strength or athletics?
Yeah, it'd be athletics.
And I'm contesting this, right?
Sure.
Ooh, man, this is going to be
That's
rough.
the plan.
Huzzah! Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Now Helmer has also been able to grab you and pull you off of Rolo. So Rolo, you are no longer wearing an Alex backpack.
Wait. So if I'm grappled onto Rolo and he's grappled onto me,
I
Well, he
wasn't
said he was
grapple
trying to.
you.
He wasn't
I
trying to
was
grapple you. He was trying to pull you off.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
trying to hold on you face
Yeah.
first onto the floor.
you all right.
So now you're prone on the bar floor. And
All right.
Rolo's just kind of looking down at you.
I point at Rolo. Remember, I won one.
Who didn't win anything?
You didn't. You tried to get me off. It didn't work. I'm gonna mark that down. I pull out my prayer book and I mark one down.
I flexed my muscles.
So at that point, it's really kind of up to you guys what it is that you would like to do at this point.
Homer's gonna put his vote to head back to Yartar and then Silvery Moon.
Nimi is already agreed with that. But
I
she
would
also is
like-
kind of like scooting towards Rolo.
Alex, what about Yartar Fanderlin?
What? What about Yartar Neverwinter, guys?
As long as Fanderlin's on the way.
I'm gonna look at Alex. How much money you got?
Don't worry about it.
50 platinum. I support your plan.
Shh. I don't need your support. What do you mean? What?
Well,
You're just one vote against
you
me.
don't have zeros. I'd aid you.
That's all right. You can you can vote against my plan.
Are you guys going to take a short rest here at Calling Horns? And
Yeah, Helmer's in dire need of a short rest.
What is the time?
it's probably just after lunchtime.
I'm gonna watch. That's what time.
Before the short rest, I'm gonna use both my channel divinities. And Helmer, what's half of your max?
Half of my max is 42.
All right, you can take 42 hit points then.
Thank you.
All right, 70 minus 42. Who else was hurt?
Yeah.
I healed myself, so I'm all.
Still hurt.
Nini, what's half of your max?
20.
Go ahead and take 20. Rolo, are you hurt?
Yep.
All right, you get 8 because that's all I got left.
That's fine.
And at this point, if you guys want to take a short rest and spend any hit die to get some of your HP back, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you.
And then a short rest, I get my divinities back.
And what we're going to go ahead to do here is we're going to go ahead and take a break so we can use the restroom and get drinks and things like that. So those of you that are tuning in, we're so glad that you're watching. We've had quite of an interesting sequence of role-playing encounters and events here, mainly with our heroes, with one another. This is one of the reasons I really love this group, is just their interactions together and just how the characters respond to one another and in different situations. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. We're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back soon. So I hope you guys are having fun.
In all honesty,
Oh,
at least a hell of a freaking drawing.
aw, thanks.
Genes and a Y chromosome.
Interesting.
Awesome. So, well, welcome back, everybody. We're so glad that you're tuning in once again. If you like what you're watching, what you're hearing right now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're still trying to get up to 20 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. I think we're still at 13 right now. So if you're enjoying what you see and what you're watching, please click subscribe and just journey along with us. It's been a pretty exciting adventure so far. This is episode 9 as we continue King's Thunder. Right now, our group is finishing up a short rest at the Calling Horns Inn and Tavern, and they will be, I believe, headed out towards Yartar. I think that was your plan, correct?
Yep.
That's the plan. That's part of both the plans. It's just after Yartar where it gets fuzzy.
Depends on how much Alex views on what our next plan is.
So, as you guys walk out of the Calling Horns, which is really a big mess on this map.
Let Alex do it now.
After you guys get out of the tavern, the frost giant who's been standing there kind of drinking outside sees that you guys are in a little bit of a haste to get to your mounts and things like that, and looks towards all of you and says, wait, where are you going?
We have business to attend to in Yartar.
Yartar, what business do you have there?
I have to lead a group of individuals I've become sort of a business partner with to obtain an item from them, and then one of our group wants to head back to Sandalin to pick something up. Some of us want to head back to Silvermoon to keep dealing with the giant problem. No offense meant.
The item we are looking for is a weapon that is easier to put your kind down.
With that, Helmer just sort of rubs his forehead. Rolo, we've talked about this. We don't need to tell the big bad guy we're going to kill him with something. Not that you're the big bad guy, big man. Almost looking at Rolo with sort of like a cut it out motion in his throat, trying to keep the giant from seeing it.
The giant looks towards you all and says, "Although I'm very happy wandering about the north, slaughtering these evil giants at every turn, I do have an idea. I have a thought, but I need
Do
some
ya?
help. See, there's a my ancient ancestors built a special temple under the spine of the world. Only a few of us know of its location. Within that temple, called the Eye of the Allfather, there is rumored to be a great oracle. An oracle that may help us to determine the best route in defeating my unworthy counterparts."
Huh.
There is only one Allfather, and it is Odin. Not your pathetic giant gods.
Touche, my friend, but my giant gods have seemed to abandon us and leave us to our own detrimental devices and ways.
And that is where I come in. To take you out from that.
Helmer looks at the giant and just said, "And you said this is at the spine of the world. That's a
Yes.
mighty far hike from here. You got some means that would get us there quicker if we should choose to try and listen to you and think about going that way?"
I do not, but I've heard rumors that the Harpers have a somewhat of a secret teleportation circle system that they use to get about. Perhaps if you
That's all for them.
found one of these members of this faction in one of the larger cities, they may be able to, I don't know, find ways for you to utilize them to transport, depending on what kind of impression that you make upon them.
Huh. We shall discuss this at, I'll say at pace, but as you can imagine, we're in quite the rush. So we will figure this out on our way to Yata and see whether or not a trip to the north will be in the cards for us.
Well, I feel that I will, my next stop is going to be Tribor. I'm going to head along the Evermore Way to head to that town, because I've heard it's been recently dismantled by a group of unwielding fire giants. I'm going to head that way next after I make sure that everything is all good here in Calling Horns.
If you do, make sure to make it most apparent you come in peace. Especially with this one, sort of nods over to Rollo. Even his buddies in town, you may not get a warm welcome.
I'll try to talk a few of the village folk here from Calling Horns into making the travel with me. If they see me with other small folk, they might not be inclined to be so fearful of me.
I don't know, you're mighty big. But then again, to people like me, that just means a big target.
I like you, halfling.
You ain't that bad yourself, short stuff. And with that, Homer will look at the group and say, "So we getting on with this thing?"
Sure, short stuff.
Listen here, gum of the giant shoe.
Sorry, I can't hear you from down there still. You need to speak up.
The cat has some balls. This is fantastic.
Helmet just sort of pats Ambrose just sort of like shouts him on the way, heading down to the road, just ignoring Cloud's comment.
Cloud, sink your claws a little deeper next time.
Before we leave, Alex needs to go to like the blacksmith or something.
Jesus.
Or actually, can
Calling
I?
Horns probably doesn't have a blacksmith.
That's fine. Can I talk to Tamlin and see if we need one more diamond worth 100 gold? That way, if someone dies, I can resurrect them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this village probably isn't going to have what you're looking for. They're just not.
I've got 2 first-level spells and 1 third-level. That's all I've got. So hopefully we don't fight anything along the way.
When it comes to economy, this place isn't extremely thriving. It's built around this tavern.
I blew 3 spell slots during the whole Rolo thing.
Oh, I hope we get into trouble. As the card goes, I don't know, I can't hear you.
So, the giant seems to walk back towards where some of the burning houses had been. A lot of the smoke has subsided. It seems that either some of them burned to the ground or they were successfully put out by some of the townsfolk. Which when I say town, I'm being very generous. I mean, it's only a small amount of cottages and houses that surround this hillside. You guys go ahead and mount up and start heading back the Evermore way. And just for time's sake, you travel for a good 2 days. You pass the spot where you've noticed that the former gate of where Nemu had torched the bandits has been. It looks like it's been demolished and torn apart. Like you remember the location, and while you pass through, Nemu has these just visuals of all these screaming men and crying out horses that are just engulfed in red and orange flame in her mind as she makes her way past this area.
Has it been a new day yet, or is it still?
No, it's still the same day. Well, actually, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been a new day. That would have been kind of early morning.
Because I know I'm rolling at like 7 and lower as Wild Magic now.
Yeah, you're rolling it 1 through 7. So go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw for. All right, you're up to 1 through 8.
Yes. Does the wit say anything?
You just hear kind of this as you wake up in the morning. You just heard this like a low, like cackling laugh, and as you went by where you torched the bandits, you can still hear that cackling laugh even as you see the visuals of the flames shooting around all these bandits. It seems to please your old master.
Nemu just kind of pulls up her collar a little bit more and lowers her hood. Just kind of keeps her head down, kind of thing.
Throughout the trip, Helmer is going to like slow down occasionally to try to talk to Nemu, just tossing a couple of words here and there when he feels just somewhat out of earshot.
Okay.
Trying to slowly convince her that the orb is worth poking around with.
Okay.
Her, like even under her hat, you can kind of see her hat move because of her ears. Oh yeah, the orb. Did you want me to look at it now?
Well, it's up to you. It's one reason I convince them to take it with me, is so I know that she can get to Neverwinter and get on a boat safe. But also, I saw you seem to be very interested in it, and anything that makes us as a group stronger is of import to me. So Helmer will look around a little and sort of pull the orb out of the bag. So if you want to poke around and see what you can learn as we ride, just be careful. I don't know if I quite trust Alex with this thing, and Rolo seems a little on edge since the trip to Calling Horns.
Since I'm riding with Cloud, do you say anything?
Do I?
Yeah. Or do you just kind of like stay quiet?
I just stay quiet. It's not my business. It is the business of the gods, Lisa.
Good disciple.
Cloud totally just eating right out of her hand.
Nemu just says, well, give it here.
Helmer will hand it over, keeping a weather eye out for Alex and Rolo.
Nemu, you grasp a hold of this blue glowing orb, that wet kind of sensation that it has on your hands. Like it seems like a glass with condensation all around it. A little cold to the touch, but more so wet as you grasp the orb.
Since this thing's super powerful, does the witch say anything? Like, while I'm thinking to myself, does she know anything about the prior?
You're not really sure. She doesn't seem to say anything, or doesn't really seem to speak to you about it.
I think you're 2 fails away from losing Nemu. She's gonna take over Nemu.
Nemu is just, she takes it as a good sign that the witch isn't speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And, Helmer, I might have to hold on to this just so I can maybe get a little more familiar with it, but I'll tell you what I can as soon as maybe tomorrow's late.
Works for me.
She just nods.
Okay. So as you guys continue to travel, Alex, you're the first to notice, but then also Helmer, Cloud, and Nemu, you guys also notice. Rolo as well. Yeah, you guys, all your passive perceptions are big enough to notice. You come to a spot on the road to the Evermore Way that you don't recognize from the first time that you traveled through, and it looks as if a lot of the trees and brush on the left side of the road over to the right side of the road have been wrestled with. Some of them seem to be, some of the smaller trees even seem to be knocked over. And it almost seems like kind of like a wide area on both sides. And you notice on the road, the kind of the gravelly road, that seems to be a couple of items that seem to be drug across the road and kind of carved into the ground and on the road. And one of them appears to be, from what you guys notice, like a large set of wheels. The other one, you're not 100% sure. It just looks like something was drug across the road and back onto the other side into some light woods that goes sort of to the north into the Desserin Valley, somewhere about right in here.
Just by looking at not the thing that looks like 2 wheels, the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, would Helmer get the impression that this could be from a very long singular item with one end being dragged through the ground?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
As a, you know where I'm going with that, I'm assuming.
Think.
This is not my strength at all. Not as bad as I was afraid.
Based on that investigation, so basically, are you asking, are they dragging a big hunk of metal?
Are they dragging a big, like 20-foot long, 1,000-pound piece of adamantium around?
There are multiple marks, and they look to be like a set distance apart. Your best guess on this is it seems like maybe they're pushing or moving a siege tower, and not all of the wheels are working properly.
Huh.
That's your best guess.
I'm going to.
To the group.
I was gonna say Alex is gonna go look at where all like the grass has been messed with on both sides. He's gonna go check the areas out.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check. Anybody else want to check anything out?
Is from what we can just see in passive, is it a clear sort of, went from the south to the north? Can we tell a direction it was heading?
Yeah, it appears to be going from the south to the north.
I feel like I can tell, depending on what you guys see. I'm thinking I'm going to chase it down. I don't like the idea of things like that being around towns.
That's Cloud. Can I check if there's any like footprints, I guess, around?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and that'd be your investigation as well, Alex. Alex, you're having trouble like determining things based off of what you see, but you can tell that there's whatever came through here. There was an awfully lot. But that's really all that you can kind of determine. Cloud, as you're kind of inspecting the ground, you do find several footprints. And they are indeed going in the direction from south to north. These footprints are strange, but you can tell there is a ton of them. I want to double check something really quick before I give you too many details.
There's a ton of footprints from one person.
I'm gonna have to send some of my D&D books back to get re-glued.
Oh man.
They're falling apart. I've been using them so much.
They sent me my Dungeon Master's guide. Some of the pages are out of order.
Oh, really?
It's all throughout the magic items. So I'll be looking at magic items, and it'll just all of a sudden jump to like 196. It's like, wait, what? And so I have to flip through and then catch up to the other end of the book. It had me confused a couple times. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, the footprints that you see, Cloud, are not very long from heel to toe, but they're rather round and wide, and it looks like they have claws at the end of the toes.
Lizard people. Yeah, I'd just tell everyone that I'd tell Helmer and the group, I guess, about how the footprints are shaped and everything. And then say, I think it's lizard people.
As he says that, Homer nods and just turns over brushes and starts heading north. Doesn't say or, just is assuming at this point everybody acknowledges this is a threat and this has to be dealt with now.
Nope.
Okay, so Helmer seems to be heading through the tattered trees and kind of broken down areas of the woods. What are the rest of you doing?
Alice is gonna look at the group, and what do you guys want to do?
I say we just let him go off. We don't have to investigate every single mark we see on the road. Let's do what we're meant to be doing.
I look at Cloud and Nemu.
Nemu she just kinda, like, you can see through her hidden jacket that she doesn't really want to go investigate this. But she's leaving it decisively up to the group.
Cloud?
I stay with my lady, but we grab Helmer at least.
I shout out to Helmer. Helmer! No one's following you!
Nemu, she kind of perks up and looks at you, Alex, and goes, we have more detrimental threats than this.
I look back at Nemu. I didn't vote. I honestly don't care which way we go.
Helmer, as you're moving, you start to hear noises coming up from ahead. This is what they sound like.
That's creepy.
Those are gnolls.
It's fucking creepy, God.
I was wrong. I was hoping for lizard people.
And how far away do those voices sound?
Not very far ahead of you.
And how far away from the group am I at this point?
Not very far. You've just kind of passed through some of the broken down trees into the woods, so you don't feel like it's very far off. Maybe
Did Helmer hear me yell out that no one's following
quarter
him?
to half a mile, if that far.
Did Helmer hear Alex yell out that no one's following him?
I don't know. Would I have heard that?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Probably not.
So, having not heard him and hearing that, Elmer's going to turn, still on and Burge is still facing where the noise is coming from, but turn back towards the group and scream as loud as he can. Hey guys, I hear the noise. It's up ahead right here. Sounds like a bunch of cackling pussycats or something.
I didn't hear it.
Oh. So, did Zach not hear me, or is Alex saying it?
Yeah, let's see. Let's all see if we hear him. The one time I don't want to roll high. Yes!
Oh my god.
Rolo knows exactly what Helmer said. You guys can hear Helmer yelling. You're just saying, because he's screaming at the top of his lungs, basically. But Rolo, you were able to pick out exactly what he was saying.
And having screamed that out, do I hear any difference in the noise, or?
You don't really hear any difference in the noise, but you hear what seems to be like, it just seems to be more intense, and it also seems to be like more have perked up. So it's like I don't have a good sound to let you hear of that, but it sounds like there's a lot more of them.
It sounds like my
making the
presence
noise.
now.
It does sound like that, yes.
I think he said he would meet us in Yata, so maybe we should.
Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
I'm gonna insight Rolo.
Rolo, make a deception check.
Oh, I don't
Alex.
think I could beat that. Let's see.
That's a
Do
good
you
one.
have inspiration? Oh.
Yeah, Alex knows that he's totally lying. He knows exactly what helped.
All right, Rolo. What did he really say?
There's something laughing up there. He said there could be cats. Why are we bothering with this? Let's just go.
Cats sound like. But cats.
God, that sounds so creepy.
Sounds like one of those rubber chickens that like you give to your dog.
Alex is gonna yell out to Helmer again. We're leaving without you.
We're all doing it.
Mimi feels really bad.
Nemu, yeah, actually, Alex will look at Nemu. Send Helmer a message that we're leaving without him.
Can I kind of see him through the brush at all?
Yeah, you can see him. He's a good bit of ways away from you, but you can see him through the brush. Yes.
Just gonna basically outwardly start. The group and including myself don't really think this is a pressing matter. We need to continue on, Helmer.
As this happens, Elmer sort of spins and looks back towards the group, looking for Nemu as he's obviously recognizing her voice in his head.
It's only a whisper.
Helmer, at this point, you notice the sounds are getting louder.
Shit.
Alrighty then. Nemu will see Helmer nod and
And you start to hear some rustling in the woods behind you.
He yawns Ambrosius and takes off like a bat out of hell back towards the group. And replying to Nemu's message says, "Well, that's a good thing because we have company coming."
Nemi's gonna relay that. Helmer's heading back. They're coming towards us apparently.
Well, we'll let him deal with it.
Fucking hell.
I'm just gonna look at Rolo and let's just at least wait here. That way, if they come to us, it's not too much out of our journey. It's been a day's rest. I'm good to go. We're all fully healed and everything. All of our spell slots and that. We should be fine. Let's see if they come and attack us on the road, and then if they do, we can deal with it.
We shouldn't be looking for fights. We should just be getting on with what we are meant to be doing.
I understand that, but if they're gonna attack just anyone on the road, we should at least make the road safe for people, right?
Leave them there. The giants that is coming down can deal with them.
They could be working with the bad giants.
There could be a lot of things.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going ahead.
Man, Rolo's not happy, right?
Can you blame him? Alex made him look like a Playboy bunny.
I made him glow. That's it.
Yeah, but that seed was planted, man.
That's fine. Alex is just gonna sit and wait and see if anything comes out at Rolo, or comes out to fight Helmer.
Yeah, Rolo's taken off down the track. He's not interested.
Okay. At this point, Helmer, as you get back towards Alex, you guys notice in the woods are sprinting towards you several what looks to be beasts that are jumping through the forest, headed directly towards you.
Are they all bunched up?
No, they're pretty well spread apart.
Damn it.
Let me go ahead and make some adjustments to my map very quickly.
I'll yell out while I see him coming. Alex will yell out, "Let's just form a circle around Nemu. We'll just try and hold them."
Can I prepare a fireball?
You can.
I'm assuming at this point where I'm back out on the road, I'm close enough to I can hear what Alex is saying.
Yes, you can hear Alex.
As you're setting everything up, Helmer's going to basically jump off Ambrosius, letting him keep running forward, and turn around and face them X yards away, so that see if he can sort of draw them towards him and give Nemu a nice big target.
Yeah, Alex is gonna be to the left or to the right of Helmer.
I thought you were staying back with Nemu.
I thought you said you're coming back to that way we can
Oh,
form
no,
a circle
I'm
around her.
I'm jumping off a good like 20, 25 feet away.
All right, me and Cloud will just stand by Nemu then. We'll be
You
like,
guys will have to. We'll all have to use our imaginations just a little bit on this current map that I'm going to put you guys on because it doesn't have a road on it. I couldn't find one that I was looking for.
No worries.
me and Cloud can be 10 feet in front of Nemu, and then Helmer can be 10 or however far feet ahead of us he is.
And I say I'm looking just enough that hopefully they'll be drawn towards me first, and then Nemu can hit a fireball without putting the rest of you in harm's realm.
I'm used to it.
All right. So
I'm
I'm
sure it
going
needs to
to-
be lit on fire.
Why is every time I put Cloud on the map, he's like a little tiny figure?
Because he's so tiny.
Okay, and Rolo said he was going. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move you guys. Just a second. Let me put some appropriate music on.
I wonder when Rolo will get fed up with Helmer and just skin him alive.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over to you guys start coming towards you through the forest.
What in all that is unholy?
Well, good luck, Helmer.
Okay, so I'm assuming, like I said, I'm probably about 15, 20 feet away from them.
I'd be.
Oh man,
Gone.
there's a lot.
I took off.
Now, are we able to see all this coming towards us?
You're able to see like what you see are
I'm assuming that I
Basically-
can go further than this, really.
hold on a second, it's not with me. Maybe it's this. These are what you see coming through the woods directly toward, and they're cackling as they're coming towards you. But you can see the rustlings and see figures that sort of look like this coming through the woods, following them.
That's a knoll.
And how many? Does Helmer have any idea?
It looks to be an awful lot.
And as they come through, given the number Helmer's seeing, he looks over his shoulder and screams at the group and just says, "Run."
Yep. Cloud's gonna grip Nemu and run.
Run. Okay.
Yep.
Rolo's already ahead.
Yeah, I see Cloud come charging up with Nemu.
We're still on the horse and everything, right?
Yeah, you guys are still on mounts. Mm-hmm.
Time the GTFO, guys.
As we're passing by Rolo, I'm just gonna say there's a whole army of them. We need to leave.
Can I catch
Roll.
Ambrosius and send him back towards Helmer? That way Helmer can get back on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just kind of Ambrosius, go back to Helmer.
Yeah, Helmer, as you are getting ready and noticing these things coming at you, this one hyena looking creature kind of starts to head towards you, but you're able to kind of get moving and turn away and leap on top of Ambrosius. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me. Oh yeah, you plop right up on top of Ambrosius, and he just takes off booking. The hyena kind of takes a snap at the back of Ambrosius's legs, just barely missing as you guys bolt back out onto the road. The hyena.
Can I take a swing at him with my sword?
Sure, go ahead.
Raging.
While we're doing this, or have they all caught up to where Cloud and Rolo and I all are?
Go ahead and describe your kill, Helmer.
As this thing snaps his jaws at Ambrose, just off and just swing the sword backwards at him. Just enough, and then
You just hear a as the hyena just like skids across the road. It does a couple rolls and then just lays there motionless in a cloud of dust.
and these things are still giving chase.
It seems like a couple of the other ones are, but they don't seem to have as that much stamina to hold up a full-fledged chase. So as soon as you get far enough ahead, you think they're just going to kind of give up.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a wall of fire as soon as Humber gets kind of caught up back to us.
Okay.
I was just letting Ambrosius run, but he keeps looking back over his shoulder.
So as you're running, you see all of a sudden this wall of flame just kind of spreads across the Evermore way, the Evermore Trail there, and you can hear almost like instantly, like you can hear the skidding of hyena paws against the trail as they kind of skid to a halt on the other side of the wall of fire, and you just watch as the wall of fire gets smaller and smaller in the distance, Elmer.
Does it kill any of them that try to run into it, by the way? Can we see?
I don't think they're
doesn't
dumb
seem- it
enough.
seems- It seems
Yeah.
like they stopped before they got to the actual wall.
I was hoping they'd at least try. It'd be like-
For Anemu, Cloud and Alex are probably a little closer than Rolo. All they hear is Helmer scream, just primal, bloody, no words, just bellow, and that's it.
Did you say something, or are you just nonsense?
Just screaming in anger. No words, no
And Helmer has
communication.
died. Did you get hurt, Helmer? Cloud will ask.
There's an army of those things back there.
Helmer,
Me.
go ahead and make a either nature or history check, whichever's your strongest.
I think they're the same. I think they're both -1. Let's see, nature, yeah. So let's go nature, because I think you'd be more likely to have that knowledge in history. Hey,
That's not bad. Yeah, you could definitely tell that the beasts that were chasing you were hyenas, and the creatures that you were able to catch a glimpse of, you've seen them before, just not in this mass. Like you've seen them in passing before, or in tales of gnolls, these kind of hyena / dog-like creatures that roam the land. You have a sneaking suspicion that this was possibly one of the Gnoll war bands that travel the north, just basically decimating everything that's in their path. And also, they like to, some war bands are known to just kind of pillage for different things from different villages and towns and cities.
Since they're going north, that means they're going to Flint Rock or something?
Yeah, they could be. Not really sure. These war bands tend to just be nomadic. They roam wherever they please until somebody can stop them.
Elmer is basically frothing at the mouth as he's griping about leaving a war band of gnolls to just rape, pillage, and destroy.
Yeah, Alex will look at Rolo. What if they go to Collinghorn? Collinghorn's gonna be decimated if we don't stop them.
Well, I
But-
won't feel too bad. The artist will be gone. That giant will be gone.
Nimi
We
kind
don't
of
need to
chimes
get
in though
involved in
and
everything.
says, "But we're but a small group. That group will tear us apart if we even try. I mean, I can nuke them, but there's really not much that we can do about it. If we take out that one group, then another group's just going to cause havoc somewhere else." And Nimi just kind of blatantly states, "We're not superheroes. We can't save everybody."
I'm not saying we have to fight the warband head on. I'm saying we can go at least go back to Collinghorn and maybe the giants there, or evacuate Collinghorn. We don't have to fight them. I'm just saying, all those people in Collinghorn will die if they go towards Collinghorn.
The giant is there, and not only that, but we could also send word. Maybe in the next town we could maybe post a letter over, I guess.
By the time we get to Yartar, it's gonna 3 days is gonna pass. They're 1 day out from Collinghorn.
Or just spits at the ground, mutters, and basically rushes Ambrosius faster. He's trying to put distance between everyone and head towards Yartar.
Nimi kind of also thinks she's quiet for a second while thinking, and well, honestly, Collinghorn seems to be in kind of a bad spot anyway. If they're not being attacked by giants, they're being attacked by trolls, and if they're not being attacked by trolls, it's giants and gnolls. Maybe it's time to relocate.
So who's gonna tell them to relocate?
Rolly laughs.
That's funny.
I'll do whatever you
catches
guys
the
want to
point.
do, but I'm just saying, if they go to Collinghorn, everyone in Collinghorn's dead.
So they have a giant there to protect them.
The giant said he's leaving.
And hopefully they catch him on the way. Once they get rid of him.
I'll fight like Sam fight. Elmer literally cut off one's head immediately, so they don't seem too tough.
Yeah, but there's an army of them.
We just got done killing 3 giants.
Perhaps it's time Collinghorns fought a battle of their own.
I mean, they fought most of that battle. They just were really bad at it.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to abandon Collinghorn or not?
How do you know they're going to Collinghorns? Did they tell you?
I don't. But do you want to run? Do you want to run that risk of all those people dying because we didn't feel like going back?
I just do not think it is our job to deal with everything we see.
We're not dealing with them. We're just simply going back to Collinghorn, telling them to evacuate, and we can come right back to Yartar.
What if we run in Crossfire, though? If we're heading back here, they might... I don't know, we might run into them again.
We can go south. It's up to you guys. I'm just saying we'll have that on our conscience.
It'd just be easier just to fight them on our own. At that point.
If the giant's still there, maybe we can have a stand and defend with a frost giant.
I think Rolo would rather die than do that. Well, maybe
Fight
that's
aside
but
along a giant.
You don't have to
I
fight.
might
You
just
don't have
be-
to fight on his side. You can be in the middle of the enemy. The giant just happens to be there.
I think we just deal with it now if we're going to deal with it anyway. Because we'd be wasting a day going, or however long back anyways. So it'd just be more time out of the journey.
We'll leave it at a vote now. We've talked about it long enough. Cloud, what do you want to do?
I just say we fight if we like want to defend like villages. I guess defend innocents. It'd be easier just to fight them now.
So you want to fight, or do you want to, or do you want to leave?
I guess I would just rather fight.
Nemu, what would you like to do?
Well, this is gonna sound terrible, but I've killed enough people already. I don't think it's really gonna burden my mind enough. Just to kill some more. Especially if this one isn't directly my fault.
I so does it mean you wanna not fight, or do you, or what? I don't know. That wasn't clear.
Sorry. Nemu shakes her head. Sorry. I don't think we should. It's gonna be a waste of time.
Rolo?
I'm going towards Yata, and obviously Helmer doesn't want to fight, because otherwise he would have just charged in there and started hacking heads.
How far ahead is Helmer?
As you turn to look towards where Helmer was, Alex, you don't see Helmer at all.
No. Looks like we're going for Yartar.
Okay.
Wait, where the fuck's Elmer? I don't trust that.
Catch up to him, Cloud. Do it. Smell for him. He's
Well, no.
like,
I actually want to make
set.
sure Helmer was heading in that direction.
Go ahead, you can make a perception check. Yeah, he could not have gone out of your range of sight on the trail. The trail leads straight for a long distance.
Son of a bitch.
But you have no idea where he went.
Did anybody see where Helmer went? Don't trust this guy to go.
He said he was
Leave
going
this
to
alone.
Yata. That is where we go.
I'm gonna make a perception check too. I'm even worse.
You
You
guys
have a
have
blessing.
no idea.
I'll kind of look at Rolo. Basically, I got the same information as Cloud though.
Yeah. You guys, based on how long you guys were standing there having that conversation, the back of Ambrosius, if he was still on the trail, you should be able to still see him.
So I'll look to Rolo. If he was heading for Yartar on the trail, we'd be able to see him. He's not on the trail.
Nemu, you have no idea where he is.
He's probably by a tree humping his dog or something. I don't know.
I don't think Helmer would do that to Ambrosius.
A figure of speech.
Your speech, I've never heard of that.
You guys could go on the Yartar. I think Helmer's gonna be stupid and maybe try and attack the pack again, guerrilla warfare style. So I'm gonna hang back and just watch the
But
Null
maybe
pack.
he needs to learn. Maybe it can be a lesson for him.
Well, I don't.
We're not his parents. We don't have to look after him.
That's fine. He may be
He's not a
stupid, but he
5-year-old
doesn't
child.
deserve to die over this.
And Nemu kind of her little cat ears twitch, and she goes, "I don't really think he's dumb enough to try to take them all out by himself. I just think maybe he is heading back to Calling Horn to
You
warn
obviously don't
everybody."
know Helmer.
Nemu just she's giving him credit just because of the orb, but obviously nobody else knows that. And she goes, "I don't know. I have a feeling he's gonna maybe play with this a little bit smarter. He was willing to run away from them before. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna go charge back in by himself." But then at that, Nemu is just kind of like pulls on the horse because we need to start leaving to Yartar.
You guys can go ahead to Yartar. I'm gonna watch the pack just to see if Helmer's dumb, and probably make my way back to Collinghorn to warn them.
Nimi just nods and she says he'll meet up with. I'm sure he'll meet up with us in no time.
All right, yeah, you guys head for Yartar. I'm heading back to Collinghorn. If you don't hear from me in Yartar, then the next 5 days, then I might not be. I might have not made it.
Wait a second.
I don't know how I don't know what the distance from Yartar to Collinghorn is. It took 3 days last time, so I'm just saying I'm going 1 day there.
Yeah,
And
you
then
guys
it's
are
gonna-
about a day and a half from Collinghorns to Yartar, so you guys got probably not another day and a half to where you're at.
And so to Yartar, it's only a day and a half.
From where you are right now, yes. You're right kind of in the middle of the journey. Just past where the Torch Bandits were.
Yeah, I don't know. 3 days? I have no idea. Three or
Yeah.
4.
Regardless of anything, Nimi just kind of says, "Well, I guess I'll be seeing you there then."
If you choose to follow fools into battles, and that's the risk you're willing to pay.
I'm not following fools into battle. I'm simply warning Collinghorn.
Just make sure you just don't get caught.
Be my guest.
If you guys decide to leave Yartar, I'll be heading to Phandalin. One way or the other.
I've never been to Phandalin, but I think it's on the other side of the tribal.
All right, and Alex will just nod, and he'll start writing back to Collinghorn.
Okay.
We can tell who has the better guilt in our group then.
I don't like this. I want to just look for signs of Helmer.
Nimi's
Okay,
kind of like,
make one more perception check, Cloud.
Look, I'll help as well.
Okay. With advantage.
I just don't
Oh.
want
Well, you would be helping Cloud, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
It wouldn't matter. It was his first roll anyway. Cloud, you notice up ahead there is Ambrosius tracks that lead off into the forest to the north, and seem to double back towards Collinghorns, where that group of gnolls was.
Nimi just kind of gives Cloud a look because she can see that he's looking. And goes, "Have faith in your god. She knows who's smart."
I'm like looking at this. I'm just like, huh? What? He's clearly heading back.
Yeah, from what you're seeing, you made the determination that he is going back there to face these creatures.
Oh, I thought you were because he's double backing to Collinghorns. What you're saying? So I thought you were saying that he's heading back to the town.
Those tracks are headed right back to where you guys saw that massive group of creatures.
Well, I'm still just gonna say have faith in your god. I'm sure he can be pretty smart. I guess.
Yes.
Even though it's kind of made me double guess, but hey.
Oh, fuck. This is very conflicting for me.
I'm neutral. Chaotic neutral.
So
Cloud is having a very rough time with this situation. he's looking down the path where he saw Ambrosius's tracks leading through the woods. He's looking back at his cat lord Nemu. He looks back at the trail. He looks back at the cat lord. If he could show visual signs of sweat underneath his fur, then you would see that.
But my lady, after so many travels with Helmer so far, I don't think he's that smart.
Maybe you should just slow, and she goes, "He'll be fine. Just we need to go."
Cloud continues
bad
to look
time.
back and forth.
Yeah, just. I'm not really one for leaving people behind.
Neither am I, but we don't really have a choice anymore.
We can't be going chasing after him everywhere he goes. If he can't keep his mind focused on the topic at hand, then that's his own fault. We aren't indebted to him in any way.
I mean, technically, I kind of am. He helped me discover my lady.
Well, I'm not indebted to him in any way, so I am still heading to Yata.
All right, so what you guys doing?
Ah!
You guys go on to Yartar. I'm gonna go find him.
Cloud.
Oh dear God! So we have Alex following the path back to Collinghorn,
Oh my God, it's not gonna matter. We're all gonna get split up anyway.
but now it's split up in like 3 ways. Now we're off in the woods. JJ and Nemu heading toward Yartar.
Well, Nimi's not gonna live without Cloud, so here's a problem now.
Cloud, you do not
Maybe just let's
abandon
get to Yartar.
your god.
All this moral dilemma. I love it.
Cloud, we need to go. It'll be fine. We'll see them again.
Do we leave our friends behind?
It's all because of Cloud and his bloody perception check.
I didn't trust you to begin with, man.
Dude, you are literally the only one who could have found me.
It's not true. I have an 8.
Dude, that was a nat 20 on that check.
I guess I'll continue with Nemia, and then I don't really want to abandon my god with Rolo, who seems to be a little on edge now.
Okay. Well, at that point, Helmer and Alex, I'll come back to you in just a little while.
Fuck me.
So, Rolo, Nemu, and Cloud continue to venture on along the path. You eventually get to the evening, set up camp. Without much of a trouble or hassle.
So much
Cloud,
quiet, isn't it?
Cloud,
You hear the peace in the air. I've not felt this for quite some time.
Cloud, you've been really struggling, just with the decision to move forward. Still kind of pretty heavy on your heart this whole time that you've been walking away from Helmer and Alex. You've felt like the more distance that you've put between you guys in the spot where you've kind of split ways, just created this deep pit within you. And as you guys go through the evening passes. The cold winter air is still bitter at night. Requires you guys to be very bundled up. You can see your breath as you wake up in the morning. And without much going on in the beginning of the morning, you guys carry on. And Rolo, and actually all 3 of you, sometime before lunch, so it'd probably be more like, it'd be about 10:30 in the morning. As you're traveling, you notice on a hillside, just off the path, you notice in the distance what seems to be an old tower. You guys have noticed it before from your travel from Yartar to Silvery Moon. But this time, you notice the tower, and you notice that you can hear this low, bellowing sound kind of resonating from it. It sounds melodic as you guys begin to hear the noise.
Is it like a
And-
tune, like a music kind of sound?
Yes.
Okay.
But it sounds like singing. And you can see above the tower are what looks like the silhouettes of 4 birds that are kind of flying in circles around the top of the tower. The top of the tower seems to be broken.
Can I make a
on
check
one
to see
side.
what type of birds they are?
You can if you get a little bit closer. From this far, they just look like black silhouettes, so it's really hard to tell from this far away. But if you were to get a little bit closer, within a couple 100 feet, you probably could tell.
Why not? I say to the cats, I'm just going to have a short rest in the tower with a bit of cover from the harsh terrain.
We just nods. While he's doing that, Nemia's gonna take out the orb that Helmer gave her,
Mhm.
since she's kind of isolated and only with Cloud. She's basically just gonna start meditating with it, since I've been with it overnight, right?
Yeah. Okay. So are you letting Rolo ahead, like kind of like, is he going and you're just staying put? Or are you traveling with him? Like
Oh, I thought. Oh wait, were we traveling and stuff, right?
Yeah, you guys have been traveling. So you could have been doing that. Like, I mean, that's something that you could have been doing ongoing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine then. I'll just do that. But it's
Okay.
basically while Rolo's not paying attention, because she doesn't want Rolo to see that she has this.
Okay.
I imagine that this whole trip has just been like silent for most of the time.
Yeah, it
It's been
hasn't been-
awkwardly silent. Yes.
We're all dealing with our own stuff, and
I wouldn't say awkward. I just feel like it's been unusually quiet.
Yeah.
Rolo is in 7th heaven because he's not listening to Helmer, burping, farting, and annoying Alex.
Oh, Nemu, I almost forgot. Make a wisdom save.
Uh,
Because this is the.
oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So I've got a question. Do we like progressively notice that like Nemu is becoming more and more unlike Nemu? Is
Her
there, like,
eyes have gone
physical
from being
signs?
like that
Yeah.
really cute pinkish purple to like a fiery red.
Her eyes are a little red. You notice that during the evenings when you stop, Nemu has terrible nightmares. She gets into these modes where she almost starts sleepwalking, and while she's sleepwalking, her paws glow with red beaming flame.
That's fucking creepy.
Blood has to punch her nuts.
So yeah, you guys are noticing that something is seriously going on, Nemu, and it's only progressively getting worse.
Noted. I'm not that down somewhere.
That is now even more stressed out.
Cloud's like pulling all his fur out.
Yes.
So, Rolo, as you start approaching the tower, you can start hearing this low bellowing sound, and it's as the closer that you get, it sounds more awful and terrible than you originally realized. But it's just this deep guttural like dirge just pouring from the lips of something big and awful.
Jesus Christ.
Interesting. And these birds, what are they?
Go ahead and make a nature check. Or hold on a
Okay.
second. It can be either. Yes, nature check. Okay, as you're approaching, you can see that these large birds resemble a hawk, but their feathers are very red as they're glowing in the sun. Um, you also have an idea that these birds are rather aggressive if their territory is disturbed or messed with in some way.
Interesting. Hawks hold some relevance in North mythology, so this is very interesting. Are Cloud and Nemi with me, or do they stick to the path?
Close behind.
Look,
Slowly
do any of
coming
you speak with animals?
Ymir shakes her head now. I don't waste my time with the lower beings.
Cloud kind of like looks at her. Okay.
You guys
It's
can
obviously
start to
like
hear.
the tone of her voice is like changing. She's so fucking evil.
You guys can start to hear like some of the bellowing noises and the sounds coming from the towers.
That's creepy. What the fuck? Oh, God.
It's pretty bad.
Mhm.
But it's like it echoes out of the top of the tower, like it's super loud because of the acoustics and running out of the running out of the tower out in the atmosphere.
Sounds like something is in pain in there. Look,
Ymir
I'm
just
going to
kind
get
of
some
like raises her
coverage from the
eyebrow at you.
code. I'm
I'm
going
sorry,
in
I
to get
didn't.
some coverage from the code, so if you want to join me, you can join me. I need to invest in like a t-shirt or something.
With that, I make my way for the tower.
Okay. Let me. I'm gonna have to give you guys a pit stop again here because I've got to get you guys there and.
I get the strange feeling this is one of those moments that memes talk about when they say don't split the party.
Nice.
So, Rolo, this is what you see. Are you able to see what's on the screen?
Yeah, except the whole middle of the tower is blacked out.
Good.
Okay.
It's supposed to be that way.
Sweet.
As you approach the tower, you can see that there is a large boulder that is pushed up against what looks like a crude entrance to the bottom floor. The top looks like it's broken open, and you can continue to hear that guttural melody resonating out of the top of the tower. And you notice that there are some like very skinny arrow slits in the bottom tower, and there's also some windows appears on the top story of the tower.
I kind of take them all from my back and hold it in both hands as I approach closer and closer to the tower.
Okay. Yep. You approach. Or which side are you approaching from? Are you gonna approach like where the boulder is?
Yeah, where the boulder is.
Okay. As you get closer and closer, you get up towards the boulder. The hawks above just seem to fly in circles above the tower. Don't seem to be drawing too much attention to you. You can still hear the singing the awful singing coming from inside. The boulder is pushed up pretty snug against the entrance, but go ahead and make a perception check for me. You think that it could be moved, but it would take a lot of strength to be able to move this thing. But you do notice that the sides of it don't completely fit snug up against the edges, so that maybe a small person or creature could slip by.
There was no entrance at the front, or is it just like solid stone?
It's solid stone, and that
Oh,
boulder's pressed up against it, blocking your way in.
Cloud, Nemu, wish to lend me a hand moving this boulder?
You think Nemu will help with that?
Does she want to have some kind of spell?
I will help you.
I mean, Amy's gonna try to help since Cloud was like blatantly disrespectful about it.
I mean, that wasn't actually Cloud.
Oh,
Okay.
no, sorry. I thought you were saying it as Cloud.
No, Cloud's not that mean. He's only mean to Elmer.
Oh, never mind that. Yeah, Amy's gonna try to help at least. Even though, yeah, tiny cat.
Right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
I
Start
like-
pushing against the boulder.
There you go.
That's a good sign. Is it a straight strength check?
You could use athletics.
Right. Athletics. Rolo!
You guys are pushing on this thing. It is not budging. Like all three of you at once, just like, and it's staying completely still.
Anyway, I could chip
Nemu-
some pieces off of the rock.
You probably could by doing some damage to it. You
Yeah.
also feel like you'd be making an incredible amount of noise doing that.
That's fine.
Okay. Nemu, you do notice that there is a spot that's probably big enough for you to squeeze through on the side.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to die. Are you kidding me?
You guys are kind of wishing that Helmer was here because you too.
Can I do a perception check then?
Sure.
Cloud can fit.
What exactly were you trying to perceive?
Just if anything dangerous could possibly eat me up as soon as I get behind there.
Well, I mean, you're hearing something inside that tower is like some sort of large, deep, bellowing voice.
My
Rolo,
stealth is really bad too.
let's give it another shot.
Well, yeah, I got inspiration. Let's do it. If I can,
Okay.
I'll give it one more push.
Yeah.
Burning my inspiration.
Unfortunately, even with that inspiration, that boulder is not moving.
Michael's trying to kill me. I see.
Well, Nemo, if you don't want to go in there, I would just hit it.
Maybe without saying anything, like she gives Cloud her hat, and then just goes through.
That's it. Stunt cat.
Okay.
But
Just walking
as
through.
she's doing, well, as I'm doing this, I say, You guys at least better try to move this thing though, in case I need to leave.
Okay, so you're just kind of just squeezing past and going in.
My lady, be careful. No.
Okay, I'm going to. Let me see. I need to reveal areas. I want to show you what you see. See if this works.
Oh man.
Are you able to see anything over there on the right side of the map?
Yes, what is that?
Okay.
Is that the other is that inside there with me?
So,
Emu, you are down here on the lower level. But you notice that there is a large creature with its feet out here. I'll reveal over on the left side of the tower just so you guys can see what this looks like. It's got its feet kind of hanging down through a hole in the upper level. And currently it's got its hands kind of buried over its face, and it seems to be weeping with tears running down its face. This very bulbous, nasty looking large creature. And it's
Can you
just
Nina's gonna still keep her body backed into the thing, just kind of looking up at him.
Okay.
She loudly clears her throat and just says, "Who are you?" While still backed into it, just in case I need to fucking bail. If this thing tries to eat me, I'm leaving.
Okay, when you say that, she immediately looks up at you. She,
What?
yeah, you can tell it's a she.
Ew.
She looks towards you and has an awkward expression on her face as she looks down towards you, and slowly starts to reach towards a large piece of rock that's sitting next to her. Doesn't seem like she understands what you're trying to say to her.
I'm gonna ready that just in case she tries to hurt me.
Okay.
I don't know what she speaks. I'm assuming she's a giant. So I'm gonna just back out and then. Yeah, I'm just gonna back out of there.
Okay. After you back out, you can hear from behind the boulder what sounds like a large crashing sound, like as if she jumped down to the first level. And then you guys start to hear footsteps coming towards the boulder.
As I get out, I'm gonna say, Rollo, I think there's a giant in there. We need to leave.
Leave.
Okay, fine, we need to kill it, but I can't be here in front of it.
There's little itty bitty Cloud.
Shit, he's tiny.
Why does he do that?
Follow me.
Hold on a second there, Cloud. Stop moving. I'm trying to grab you and make you bigger. I wish I had that sound prepared of Super Mario getting the mushroom. Pew, pew, pew.
You the one where he gets hit by a Goomba and shrinks.
Okay, and as you guys get there, all of a sudden, you guys start to back away. All of a sudden, the boulder moves from the front of the structure, and tucking her head out from underneath comes this large giant.
Well, that did it. Well done, Nemu.
And,
Think you creatively.
and looks towards all three of you, and picks up this rock that she's been holding in her hand. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative for me. Hold on one second. Let me Give the turn order up.
Not sure if I spread out far enough. Well, shit. Because I can't speak giant or anything, so I have no idea what she was even trying to say.
Oh, it didn't say my token was selected. Why not? Cool.
This is too amusing. Alex off in his own camp on his way back to Calling Horn. Elmer's doing Helmer.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix this up.
Oh wow, dead last. Giant's gonna get messed up.
All right. So it appears that this giant does not seem happy
Well, it was
that
crying,
you guys
so
interrupted its music, and it still has tears streaming down its face as it comes out. Rolo, what would you like to do?
first of all, I'm gonna say, Cloud, get Nimu out of harm's way. I'm going in. And I go into a rage and charge this giant.
Okay.
And what I will do is just 2 more strikes on this giant.
Okay.
Whew, damn. These are some bad rolls.
You were raging, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't
But
mean
you-
anything.
oh,
I didn't
yeah,
do
you did-
reckless.
You didn't do reckless. Yes, so both of those are swings and misses. As you come up, you can see that the giant is kind of backing away and moving her legs as you're taking swipes at her. Anything else?
I start laughing. This will be fun.
Nice.
That's all.
All right,
Oh,
Cloud.
and because I'm raging, hold on. Zart.
DC 14 Dex save.
Okay. Zoom in
Wow.
on this fight.
Wow,
Shit.
she made that. So
Damn.
is that? Are we rounding up or down?
Rounding down.
Running down. So just 1 point as she's able to dodge the lightning bolt. Ah, I've discovered something. I see what OBS is doing when I subtract hit points from a character. That's
Oh,
when
weird.
it's changing scenes. I wonder if it's set up somehow.
Must be a keyboard shortcut or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out after this. Okay. So, Cloud, you're up.
My
Cloud,
lady,
you
make
just-
sure you're. Sorry.
You just watched Rolo just charge in, screaming at this hill giant.
Yeah, I'll turn to Nemo and just tell her, make sure you're far away and can't get hurt. Yeah. I'm gonna run in and I'll start punching it.
Okay. So Cloud runs up, starts laying in. The first one connects, slams into her.
And then I
Second-
flurry. Sorry.
Yeah, the second one, she's able to back away, and you get nothing but air on the second one. But then your next two, really quick, just slam into her leg. You can see to reel in pain a bit as she takes one of her arms down and grabs a hold of her leg that you've been slamming your fists into.
Dex check to see if it gets knocked prone.
Sure, let me go ahead and get rid of all this damage first. Yep. Ah, that's what it was doing. Ah, I see what it's doing.
He's fixed it.
I see what it's doing. Well, I didn't fix it, but I see what it's doing. I think I set my number keys as hotkeys, which I should not have done that. Because every time I hit 1, it goes back to my title overlay. All right, so a dex check.
Yep.
Or she gets knocked prone.
Actually does not make it.
So after these slam into her, falls backwards into the tower, knocks a few of the stones and kind of dents the wall in a bit, and then slides down the tower, and just is lying there, kind of off on her side, prone in front of you guys.
There you go, Rolo. Much easier.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope.
All right, we go to Nemu. What would you like to do, Nemu? You've just watched Cloud put this giant down onto the ground.
Well, first off, I'm going to start off with this. And I'm going to use a sorcery point to reroll the 1.
Okay.
So all both these guys, it's a bunch of like maggots and a bunch of other disgusting like fungal creatures start to envelop a limb of the giant.
Constitution save, huh?
Yeah, and I can reroll the 6 or one of the ones, right? Okay.
Okay, so the 1 becomes a 3.
Yeah.
So it's 38 damage. It'll be halved. She made her save. So 19.
And then I'm also going to go ahead and spend another 2 sorcery points and cast Hold Person. Since giants count as humanoids, right?
Don't think so.
Giants humanoid. No, they are not humanoid.
Shit.
I think that worked.
Shit. Well, I'll still cast 2 sorcery points and
Yes,
Oh,
Rolo,
shit.
it is a pretty ugly woman. They almost look like men.
I'll cast Darkness, like, since, like, where she landed,
Okay.
just directly over her eyes. I'm gonna basically just blind her.
Okay. All right. So she is now prone and blind.
Yeah, and with that,
Oh yeah, it's a 15-foot radius. So
shit.
yeah, Cloud and Rolo, you guys, nothing but black.
Rolo, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Well, at least I can see the giant in front of them. Yeah. So that's a positive. Shit. Oh, never mind.
All right, she is going to get up. Spend half her movement to get up. And so
Is she
half her
is she
movement to get
taller
up.
than 15 feet?
Well, it's going around her like eyes and head.
You can't make it stick
Yeah.
to an object.
Yeah, it doesn't stick to an object. It just sticks to a place. So if she stands up, yes, she actually will be able to see after she stands up.
I thought I was
She's
supposed to
taller
attach
than-
to something.
Not Cloud or Rolo.
Thank you.
Just Nemu.
So the giant can only see Nemu.
Fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration the darkness spreads around. Creature with dark vision can't see. Yeah, it can't see Cloud or Rolo, but it can see you, Nemu.
Right. Well, never mind.
She's hurting and is going to run back into the tower. Now, Rolo and Cloud, you can take an opportunity attack, but you will have disadvantage because you can't really see her.
All right, reckless, great weapon master. Let's do it.
Where'd you go?
Nope.
Nope.
Damn, these rolls are shit.
And it's been
Takes a swipe and it just misses her. Cloud, are you gonna take your reaction to do it as well, or?
Yeah, it's this. Oh, yeah. Do we have disadvantage on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
What the
Doesn't
fuck?
matter.
Jesus.
So yeah, Cloud is able to slam another punch into her. She makes her way, kind of ducks her head a little bit, and goes back into the tower. You can hear kind of like the crumbling of rock as you can. It sounds like she's trying to climb back up the steps to where she had come from. Rolo, it's your turn. You can see nothing but black right now.
All right. I know this giant's move though.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna run in a random direction.
Okay.
Jump roll like a D. What is it? D8 to see which way I run.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll a d8. You run right into Cloud. Cloud, you can't see anything. You just felt something just slam into you.
Rolo, was that you?
Yeah, thinking it's a giant's leg, I grapple it.
Okay, make an athletics check.
We gotta resist this, obviously.
Yeah. You can either use athletics to resist, or you can try to like dodge it with acrobatics, Cloud,
Alright,
whichever one
I
you'd
get it.
like to do.
I get advantage, Cloud, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. I also get it. I gotta double check it.
He gets advantage because he's a cat.
Oh, that's true.
That's only. I thought it was only for stunts.
All right, so Rolo, you try to grapple it, thinking it's the giant's leg, and you feel like the fur of a cat just slip through your arms.
I almost fall face first into the into the ground. Other than that, I can't do much. So that's it.
All right, Cloud, you're up. And actually, Rolo, as you get to that point, you can now see.
Oh, okay. Whew. Shit. But that is weird.
That is weird. Just gonna try and find my way out of the darkness. Over here. Or at least in that direction, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're out of the darkness.
And yeah, I'll just hold my action and see if it comes back out.
Okay. Nemu, you're up.
Can I do a wild magic roll?
Yes. Seems like you're able to resist.
I'm gonna stop the concentration on the darkness, by the way.
Okay.
The darkness fades.
Is this building made out of like entirely stone, or is there blatantly wood to it?
The roof looks like it's made of wood, but the building the actual tower itself is made out of very thick stone.
And how tall is it? Sorry.
It's pretty tall. Let's see. There is a 1 square equals 10 feet. So these is a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about a 70-foot tower.
Easy. All right. Mimi's gonna make a little, like, fireball in her hand,
Okay.
and just gonna lunge it right into the tower.
Okay. All right, so dexterity save. Wow. Makes it again. Still takes half damage.
Oh, it's okay, because I'm using my 2 sorcerer points and throwing in another one. And then I'll use my last ones just to reroll the ones.
Okay. You guys, Cloud, you notice, and Rolo, Nemu's hands start to glow again, or paws start to glow, and just kind of like a soldier lobbing a grenade. Like she tosses this fireball up, and you see it just disappear down inside the tower, and this flame just explodes and shoots out the top of the tower. And then you see her immediately do it a second time.
And I don't know if Cloud would actually hear it, but I was just gonna say, it's a disgusting thing. I'll destroy everything you care about, including your home.
Shit.
Somebody can get Homer's leaving a little hard.
Emu, are you okay?
Do you want me to roll my wild magic?
Yes,
My
you need
lady.
to make 2 rolls, and she made her save again. So 29 and a half.
That's 13 and 2.
Roll a D100 for us.
Oh, 100!
Oh,
What do I get for this?
Wow!
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow! That is amazing. That is incredible. I've never seen somebody roll before.
Huh.
That's fantastic.
Either way, also Nemu, I want to point out
Actually,
too, just starts.
Actually,
I think it's
you
pretty
feel re-energized, Nemu.
Oh shit! What?
In a mechanical sense, you just regained all of your expended sorcery points.
Oh, I don't myself that.
So you feel like this essence of magic just surrounds you and revitalize you. And then you hear this snickering. You're welcome, sweetheart.
I can only like recast another spell like once per turn, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Nemu just starts like, just drops to her knees and just starts laughing like she just heard a really funny joke.
Are you
All right.
okay?
So, seeing that and knowing that you guys are not giving up your assault, she rushes out, going after the first person that she sees,
Hey, hey.
Roll's out.
raises up this crude great club. Actually, you know what? She is going to jump in the air and do like a sumo like slam, belly slam down on top of Rolo as she's running
Yes.
towards him. This attack is called the squash.
Yep, I'm squashed.
So he is now prone on top of Rolo. And Rolo is now considered grappled underneath the Sill Giant. It does 24 bludgeoning damage as the giant slams down on top, crushing Rolo underneath her.
This is the most action Roller has got in a while.
And Rolo, like this giant has like smoke bellowing off of her, like she's been torched. Some of her flesh is like boiling off of her. She smells like dirty sweat socks. It's just nasty. And Rolo, it's your turn. You have a giant laying on top of you.
The lady has some balls.
Alright, so I'm grappled.
Yeah.
That's disadvantage on attack rolls, but she's prone,
Uh-huh.
so that's advantage on attack rolls.
It's not disadvantage. Restrained is disadvantage. Grappled is not. Grappled, you can't move.
Okay, cool. So do I get an advantage on these attack rolls? If I'm squashed underneath it?
Let me see. Grappled.
Could just
Yeah,
gut her.
grappled.
I think we went through this last week or the week before. Grapple does not give.
Grapple creature's speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from bonuses. The condition ends incapacitated. You should also. No. You have advantage.
Shit. Alright, Great Weapon Master. Coming at
Oh,
her.
wait, hold on a second. If you are
Uh-oh.
prone, though, because your condition is also prone, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
yeah, so prone
you,
would
so,
be
so
disadvantage.
prone does give you disadvantage.
So that cancels out.
Yeah. So it'll just be regular rolls.
Alright, Reckless Attack. Reckless Attack, Great Weapon Master. Let's do it. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna do it. That's gonna. You don't even have to make the second roll. How do you want to do this?
She's laying on top of you.
She's rotting on fire and on top of Rolo.
Yeah, she came right out at Rolo, bellowing, and just leaped in the air, and just slammed down belly first on top of him.
As she goes to slam me, I'm a little bit prepared for it because I see her charging me. And as she jumps in the air, I bring my maul back and I just like smash it across her jaw. It almost sends like part of her jaw like flying off her face. And she just lands on top of me.
Yeah, she just becomes dead weight on top of you as you're laying there. Just a bit of your head head and arms of her fat as it's just like just all over you.
Rollo
gross,
starts
though.
laughing. This is the most fun I have had in ages.
Mimi's still laughing, so you think she's laughing with you.
Join in the cloud.
I think I'm okay.
Look at all the fun we are having.
I don't know if that's fun.
Yeah, and all of a sudden lightning comes down and just crashes on the back of her rear end, and a spark flies up.
I kind of try and shift the giant off me.
I want to point out too that the blight would be eating the corpse.
Yeah, all of a sudden, as you're rolling out of there, you see like a bunch of these like maggots start like falling out of its mouth.
Ew.
Some of them start crawling out of her ears, and You can see like the flesh kind of moving just underneath the surface, as if the maggots are totally just taking over inside because of Nemu's magic.
Well, I'm in a lot better mood now. This has really perked me up.
Nemi is gonna start heading back inside where she was because she wants to see what kind of stuff, if anything, is that she hasn't completely singed to pieces.
Okay. Why don't you go in and you can make an investigation check.
Well, guess there's nothing in here.
Yeah, there's just a lot of rubble lying around from the ceiling.
So I got a question. The head of this giant has like all the flesh and muscle been eaten away.
Yeah, it's nasty.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
taking its skull. I'm taking its skull.
Well, there's still some flesh on it. Like, you'd probably have to burn it or kind of melt it off. But
That's fine.
yeah,
I don't
it's
care if there's flesh on it.
as
Brings
you
up to Nemi. Can you clean this?
like as you like pull her head, like it almost comes off way easier than I thought it was going to. And
Wow.
a bunch of as you pick the head up, like it's a huge head compared to you. So you're picking it up, it's like holding like this big, massive, round giant head in your hands, and just maggots just kind of continue to fall out of it like left and right.
Poor Cloud. It's like, holy shit, what have I gotten to?
Yeah, no, Cloud doesn't seem very happy.
Cloud,
He's just like,
Cloud looks horrified. He's like, "What is this mess?"
Well, let's have a lie down. Perhaps drink some ale. Reflect on the day's events.
Cloud's just gonna plop down and start nibbling on an apple.
First, you're hungry after that.
Cloud, as you're nibbling on that apple, you realize that some looming shadows moving above you.
Fucking out.
It seems like some of the birds flying above you have taken interest in the food you have.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad. I'll like throw a couple, I'll like cut some of the apple up and throw it on the ground. I'll share with the birds.
It seems like as you're throwing it on the ground, like one of them like lands next to it and like inspects it, like moving its head like rather quickly, like back and forth as it's looking down, and then just goes to like look at it and then just flies off. Doesn't even take a bite out of it.
Huh.
Probably because the blight. Animals can sense it. They don't want to.
They don't like apples.
The
Alright.
other bloodhawk, another one of them seems to like come down and then start like nibbling on the hill giant, and then two more like fly back down and start nibbling on the hill giant as well,
Jesus. Okay.
like tearing some of its flesh away, and like some of them like squawk at each other like they're fighting over who's gonna get the biggest piece of flesh.
It's been here for a minute. Damn. Nemi is gonna just call Rollo over and see if he can see anything inside the tower that she might have missed. Any reason that this thing would still be here?
Okay.
I kind of step through over the bones of the
Yeah, it's
deceased
smell,
giant. Like
smells pretty nasty in this tower too. It's
crushing.
definitely
some
not
ribs.
clean.
What is it that you want me to do? Have a look around.
Has to be some reason it was in here. Maybe treasure, I guess.
All right.
There's nothing. Okay. Good talk.
Rolo, as you're looking around, you do notice that there's like hanging from the second floor, like over like the hole in the floor. There seems to be what looks like a large bag, like a burlap bag, that's up above on the second floor.
There's a big sack up there if you want to reach that.
and I point out to the bag to Nemu.
I'll monkey wipe my way up there then.
Okay.
I pull one of the fingers off the giant and start using the bone to like pick my teeth.
Jesus.
Nice.
That's a little nasty.
So, Nemi, as you go up there, you realize this looks like the type of bag that you've noticed that a lot of these giants carry around with them. And as you go towards the bag and open up the bag, you notice that there is some items inside. There is a 6-foot-long wooden fence post.
Okay.
There is one halfling skull.
Please bring that out. I want that.
Okay.
And there are also 4 red dragon scales.
These are mine. You immediately pockets those without saying anything to anybody.
And that's all that was in the bag.
So Nemu quickly like basically pockets the red dragon scales,
Mm-hmm.
but then kind of throws down the signpost to the bottom of the tower, and then also jumps down with the skull.
Okay.
She like kind of nonchalantly tosses
when
the
you-
skull.
When you landed, it sounded as if you landed on some rubble, but it sounded like the floor was hollow when you landed.
Huh. She's gonna call over to Cloud and Rolo.
He looks up from picking his teeth with the giant finger.
There's something in the floor, I think.
It doesn't look like there's much of a floor in there. Just rocks.
No, that's not what I mean. Come stomp your foot on this.
All right. I go and stomp my foot on it.
Okay. As you do that, Rolo, you can feel that it's hollow, and the tile that you're slamming your foot down on seems to be loose.
You're right. There is something under here. And I slam my foot down, trying to break the tile.
Okay.
Maybe he's also gonna call over to Cloud.
You slam your foot down, and the tile seems to break, shatters almost kind of outward like glass underneath your foot. And some of the pieces start to fall down inside around what looks like to be a small wooden chest.
I peek my head in and have a look around. Is it like just a tiny little like basement kind of area, or
It
is it like
it
a
just
large
looks like
cabin?
it just looks like a small carved out section of the floor that somebody just put a wooden chest in and then covered it up with a loose tile.
I'm gonna pick it up and drag it out.
Okay.
Shake the
The
dust
chest,
off
it appears to be locked, but it's in very poor condition.
I'm just gonna try and snap it open.
Okay, you don't have any problem whatsoever. You snap the chest right open, and you notice there are 2 potion bottles inside.
Well, I've never taken a potion, so I have no idea what the hell that is.
Well, you notice a glass bottle that is a cork. I can describe to you exactly what you see. The first one is a rather round bottle that has clear liquid, clear, clear, but sometimes on the verge of milky when you mix it up a little bit too much. And you notice there is a large fingernail floating in it. And the other one that you notice is it's a very large, elegantly intricate designed glass bottle, and it has the red liquid in it that kind of sparkles as you move it back and forth.
Nemu, do you want to look at these? They don't mean anything to me.
Nimi just nods and kind of holds out her paws.
I just hand them over.
Okay.
Was there anything else in the chest, or just these 2 vials?
Yeah, it was only big enough for those two potion bottles. It's a very small chest.
Cool. Well, I suggest we take a break, rest here, and then afterwards continue on our way to Yata.
All right.
Is there anything between here and Yartar?
I have no idea.
I mean, nothing like big enough that it's on the map.
Okay, yeah, no, I was just wondering because I didn't really know if I wanted to chill where a giant was sleeping before. Either way, yeah, Nimi's just gonna come back out here and like nuzzle up next to Cloud. She's being more affectionate to him than she has in the past few days.
All right. Well, at this point, we're going to go ahead and shift over to Helmer. Helmer, if you look at the top left corner, you will see your token.
Yep.
As you are, are you still on the back of Ambrosius?
No, at this point, getting this close, I would have sent him off.
And you are very, very, very quiet moving through the forest.
Hey, look, I'm in the bottom left. I'm in the bottom
You
left
can-
of the map.
You are.
Oh man.
And you can hear all these cackling noises, Helmer, as you're approaching what looks like a temporary camp for this warband. And as you're kind of carefully inspecting, you can see that there's all different kinds of gnolls of different skills and abilities presented here. Some of them are carrying longbows. Some of them have swords. Some of them have spears. You also notice these interesting creatures that are walking among them. Let me see if I can show you. They kind of look like they have the head of a badger, but they have like the physique and they have hooves. I know it cuts off his face a little bit there, but they're large creatures in comparison to the other ones. You also notice that they have a siege tower that is in pretty bad shape, but it looks as if it's seen some battle. And they also have what appears to be a type of ballista that must have gotten off of somebody somewhere.
Based on, well, not that Helmer knows this, but based on what I can see on the map out of character, it looks like Alex has sort of found his way back to here.
Alex is still a little ways away. He's below where he is on the map. I just left his token there because I'm depending on what you do will affect him.
Dude, we can take them all. Go ahead, just be real loud. I'll run right over to you. Alex is down. I'll spirit guardians and I'll take them all out.
Alex was supposed to be on his way to Calling Horns with no idea this was happening.
We went past where this part, so Alex is on his way back, kind of thing. Because we ran away quite a distance.
Yeah. So let's see here. And is it my stealth roll that I had still counts on this?
Yeah, we're continuing your stealth roll. Yes,
Okay.
because you never cease to be stealthy, so it stays that way.
Perfect. So
That was one thing. I actually watched a podcast of Jeremy Crawford, who pretty much does the rules for D&D.
yeah.
And he said that a lot of DMs make the mistake of making too many stealth rolls for everything that characters do. If a character never ceases to be stealthy, that stealth roll continues on.
Ah,
So that's the way I'm going to start playing it.
well, that'll benefit me at the moment. So
Yeah, because none of these creatures appear to notice you at all.
okay. Oh, we're gonna change that right quick. So,
How did I figure that that's what was going to happen?
Elmer's going to take his night sweet time and sort of creep up to get in right up next to these two,
Excellent.
and then going into a rage. One reckless attack at one reckless attack at the other.
Are you screaming as you rage?
Oh, the minute it walks up, the sword comes down on top of the one, and then right on top of the other. Make sure everybody around knows that this is going down.
Excellent. Go ahead and make your rolls.
Okay, so that'll be reckless number 1. And then number 2.
As you hack through each of these, you actually lop the head right off of the hyena's head after just picking its head up and then just like kind of smacking its lips with its tongue a little bit, like just going. You just come by and it turns and just looks towards you, and then with just quick swipe of the sword, the head detaches from the rest of its body. And the first one is down, and then you turn to swipe at the other one as it comes to and wakes it. It was kind of taking a nap to the side, goes to leap up at you, and you just swing your sword across it, leaving this huge gash across it, and the blood kind of spews from it as it lays down there motionless.
And if that, both of them are dead. Beautiful.
Both of them are dead. Yes. This music sounds a little too happy for this situation.
So I was like, hang on. This is like really jovial. Like,
It sounds like the kind of music that happens during a Alone movie when the burglars are slipping on all the mark stuff. Anything else that you're doing right now, Helmer? I think you still have some movement
I've
left.
still got a little bit of movement. How large is this tree right here?
It's decent size. I mean, that's a 5-foot square, so it's probably like 3.
So basically, it's
2
enough for
foot
me to
wide.
put my back up against and have one spot that they can't get right behind me. I mean, granted,
Yes,
they're going to be all around me anyway, but...
Yeah, you could get some cover on that side. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to back up against, so like right here. So put my back up against the tree behind me,
Okay.
and then just sort of looking at everyone around.
Yeah, and as you screamed and took those swipes, you see all of these creatures, like their heads turn towards you and just turn their gaze right at you, Helmer. And at that point, too, just a little bit below the map, Alex, as you're riding on your horse on the path, you hear the sound bellowing out of the woods from the kind of gnarled path in the woods to your left, as you hear Helmer cry out with his familiar raging cry that you've grown accustomed to.
Oh boy.
And at that point, we will end our session there tonight.
All right, Zach. Remember what I said about following fools into battle?
Alex went into abandoned Helmer.
It's what he wants. Just let him do it.
Well, thank you guys all for tuning in to our episode 9. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight as much as I did. Goodness, I had no idea this is the way this was going to go. It's been an exciting evening. Now we've got 2 parties, each with their own individual encounters. So this is going to be really exciting. Where I have no idea what's going to happen for episode 10. If you enjoyed tonight, please hit that subscribe button. All those of you who are tuning in live, thanks for watching. I don't know, Zach, did anybody tune in to watch us live tonight?
I think someone popped in, but I think it was just someone who's already part of this.
Okay. So, thank you, Brian, for watching us. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We hope that you'll subscribe and you'll keep on following our adventures. Stay tuned for episode 10. We'll be up very soon. Until next time, enjoy and adventure on. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh.